This is a Headgum podcast.
Welcome to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything, the podcast that fantasy drafts anything and everything from the world of popular culture. On today's episode, we are drafting really nice things we can't afford. What was the phrasing? Cool things?
I thought it was expensive things we can't afford.
Expensive things we can't afford. Like we said,
the best things we can't afford.
the best things we can't afford.
Can't afford.
Our guest today is the stand-up comedian, the writer, the podcaster, Rob Haze.
Come on.
I'm your host, Ian Carmel, and with me, as always, are comedians Sean Jordan and David Borey.
I feel like I'm not looking right.
I'm looking at you.
At the right place.
Yeah, we're doing a video podcast for the first. Well, I guess we did. We're doing a video podcast. Well, I guess in Denver we did one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've done them. I mean, we used to do them. Well, no, but we used to do them all the time here.
Oh, y'all don't put the Zoom out?
Not
we
really.
put it up on Patreon, but it's not like edited or anything.
I just assumed you had to pay like a million on Patreon to get the Zoom.
Maybe
That's the
what
goal.
we should do.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
That's us here now.
Isaac told us he didn't want to look at our faces for as long as it would take to get that edited.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
You
exactly
look
right.
sexy, Isaac, by the way.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
You look
Do you
sexy.
want to get in front of the camera just really quick?
I have a camera.
Oh, you
pointing at me
have your
right now.
own
People are
camera?
seeing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You're doing what the crowd work comedians do.
We didn't authorize that. How often are you going to be cutting? I hope you cut to yourself a lot.
No, tiny.
I
bit,
want it
tiny
I
bit.
want it probably like a fifth of the podcast to just be you.
Can you be in a lower square?
A lower
Can it
third?
be like PIPs?
Yeah.
And you're just like we always got a camera on you.
Can we do an Isaac alt cast to like you and Eli Manning sort of do your own draft?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
Yeah.
call.
Oh, they're just commenting on this one? Sure.
It'll
Yeah.
be me and Mars just on a FaceTime.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, great. Well, we're here in the beautiful Headgum Studios in scenic Sunset Junction in Silver Lake doing a throwback. Remember scenic downtown Los Angeles? I don't know, dude.
No, you're going.
I don't know. It's going bad.
I had forgotten about that bit, but I now remember.
It's going bad. I'm
It is
doing
nice. We got a
bad job.
cloudy LA right now, which is fun.
It's misty out.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
a cloudy LA.
All right. Well,
Should we get out of here?
yeah, let's go. We are drafting beautiful things we can't afford. Well, Isaac, you'll figure out the title.
I will.
And
Best
yeah.
things we can't afford.
Best things we can't afford. We just got back from New Orleans. This is our first episode.
Oh man!
post
Shout
New
out to
Orleans.
everybody who came to New Orleans. That was that live band. I didn't really get to talk to you too much about
Oh
it.
yeah.
How long did you know that was going to happen?
Well, you were on the group text
Yeah, but
working it out.
It didn't. There was no definitive like it's happening.
Oh,
You're
I
in that
guess me and
thread, too.
Andrew hopped off.
Yeah,
So
dickhead.
a lot of people are calling it Jew Orleans. Me and Andrew were talking, and I was like,
It's
we're gonna
hard
jump
to
in.
pace when to laugh at that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be.
I did it
too
way. I
excited.
did it way too quick and way
I
too
waited
hard.
until Dave left, and then I was like, all
All right.
right.
Yeah. And I waited till it was enough time that because you know when you say something, people laugh too fast, and then you're like, wait, he likes it.
Wait, is that true?
He likes
Yeah.
it. He likes it bad.
You've been calling it Jew
He
Orleans
didn't even
my
hear
bad.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Just cut out the
He's
Orleans.
like, whatever comes next, I'm on board. It's like when Ludacris is on a song. You're like, I'm gonna like it. It's so Andrew and I of Sports Drink fame, we're talking about getting a second line for in between the AFE podcast and the AFE stand-up show. And then he let me know that there was not enough room because they are literally right next door to each other. So it wouldn't have been enough time. I was thinking, oh, it's going to be a block or two. And then you get a second line and you walk with them from place to place, which is like what that traditionally is.
Mhm.
And he was like, well, it's not enough time, but I'll just get a band for as soon as the show lets out, then we can hang out. And he kind of took care of it from there. So he did. He got this amazing, let me see what the
And
name
it
of the
worked out
band
to be your
was.
last pick. That was the crazy part because we drafted.
Well, we were in cahoots about that.
Okay, we drafted songs from artists from New Orleans.
Yes.
Mm.
It was pretty sick, dude. I picked Hootie Who first, and it was the worst. I've never heard a worse reaction.
Like a lead balloon.
First of all time.
Yeah.
That's a crazy first pick.
It wasn't great, but it was better than I got credit for. Nobody
People
made a single.
hate
I think
Hated
they played it. This is because this. Can we talk about last night for 1 second?
Well, I was going to bring it up in the Serpentine draft, but yeah.
Sean bombed on the jukebox.
I did not.
last
Okay,
night.
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. Okay, listen. I did not.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
He was like, "This."
No,
is,
okay.
He was like, "This is about to go nuts."
They played.
Like,
Yo,
like, he was
yo,
like-
bombing on the jukebox when you have people there is nuts.
It wasn't loud enough. First of all, it wasn't loud enough.
Okay.
It wasn't.
All right.
I'm going to break this whole studio. You think I won't go crazy in here?
I think the people there were like, it's too loud. I think that's the problem.
So they were playing 6 feet or one more breath by Creed.
When they were playing that
Where he
song
goes-
about T.I.
Something.
did
6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking on that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were all singing. So
Okay.
they
All
you know
these
they're on board.
Hermosa
for that.
Beach-
All right. I'm stepping away from the touch tones when I hear this song.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
This is
Right,
why I
it's-
thought.
it's beyond me.
Yeah.
So we're in Hermosa
The
Beach.
room is beyond my control.
With a bunch of Hermosa Beach ass dudes in this bar. One of them had an American flag jumpsuit on.
Yeah.
And we're in like a dive bar. And so I go, check this out. I'm going to go, because I think I got their
you
taste.
called your shot.
So I went and played Butterfly by Crazy Town. And I sat down and I remember I was hiding it. And then I walked away and David's like, I could see it. It's still up there.
Yeah, you didn't want. He thought it was going to go so crazy. We couldn't see it before he pressed
I was
it.
gonna go Crazy
we were
Town
gonna
in
be
here.
like, "Oh, he's right. He's right."
So I sit back down and it comes on and like two guys went like, and then that was it. Nothing. I really thought the whole place was
It
going to
was-
erupt.
it was-
Hermosa Beach is one of them spots where you really just gotta know what they're into.
I thought it would
Because,
be
like,
Crazy Town.
I
wasn't.
did karaoke there Halloween night.
Yeah.
Somebody did Ghostbusters.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, I'm following that with Ghostbusters too. On
Yeah.
our
The Bobby
own
Brown song?
Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
That's
Never
Hey.
bombed karaoke like that before. It was like and Ghostbusters went so stupid.
Yeah.
I just knew Too Hot to Handle was just gonna blow the roof off the place.
did you hit the like
And they
take
was just
control?
like, you know, this is not no Bobby Brown spot, rapping or singing or running man and whatever. Do not do that
Or
here.
Running Man.
Yeah, like
Did you do the Running
and then I gotta do the rap, but I'm bombing.
Too hot to handle, too
Yeah,
cold to hold. We're the
yeah.
Ghostbusters and we're in
They
control.
don't want to hear about Vigo at all.
What's he say about Vigo? I'm not breathing. It's, yeah.
Trying
Oh.
to battle my boys, that's illegal.
Then I
Like
tried-
laws apply to ghosts.
So I tried.
Ghost Law.
I tried What I Got by Sublime. I was like, okay, let's switch gears a
Okay,
little
well,
bit.
that seems like, yeah.
It didn't.
What?
No,
well,
he back to back.
I maintain it wasn't
I
loud
wasn't gonna
enough.
bring up the second bomb because it hurt. That
What was the second
Are
bomb?
you are
the,
you
the
What I Got?
Sublime? Yeah.
are you on the app or you walking to the machine?
Walking, I put $40
Oh,
in there.
so now they see you.
No, they didn't give a shit. They didn't even notice.
They weren't.
Right?
Oh no, they noticed.
I don't think
no,
they
they
noticed.
didn't make
You
it obvious,
noticed.
but they're like, "Yo, you coming back? You coming back?"
Also,
if you went
okay.
back up there,
No, it's
help
butterfly
me out
right
with
there,
this
it's
story.
butterfly.
We were just sitting there, and some woman came up and just started. What did she? She just started talking to us, and we weren't having it. And she's like, "What? You remember that?
Yeah.
And then I was
you
like,
were
"You're
really
bugging us."
You were really angry at this lady.
She sucks so bad.
why did
He
she
was like,
suck so
he was
bad?
like, "Stop it, stop it, go away."
She came up because she was just
I
incoherent.
think he was also lashing out from the bomb.
yeah, you were hurt
You
people,
I
hurt
can't get
people.
mad
If it
at
would've been a
lady
little louder.
for coming up to you after you play "Come My Lady, Come My Lady."
I
She
want to
heard
start
that
dancing.
and was like,
I want to
"Oh,
start
okay,
dancing
he
right now.
wants me to come over there."
This fucking
This is
fish
the
keeps,
sign.
this fish keeps biting the hook I put in the water.
You know, I played it. I played it twice too. I was like, it'll work. the second
You went back to Crazy Town?
I was like, I don't think they heard it.
He was in Crazy Town. It was really wild.
Did you ask anyone to turn the volume up or anything like that? You didn't go to
No,
the
I was
bartender?
too shook. I didn't know what was going on. I walked away and there were like 30 credits in there still. I was like, I don't deserve it.
I got the app because sometimes I'll be in like a Waffle House in a place where I don't want them to know where the Earth, Wind, and Fire is coming from.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
You
That's
know what I'm
smart.
saying? But when I'm in Waffle House, my strategy is always play what the cooks like. then everybody's having a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I didn't know you.
Yeah.
Your strategy isn't double Crazy Town.
Never double anything. Double anything is like, oh, someone here pissed me off.
Yeah.
And also, if I hit the double, I'm out the door. I'm not
can't stick
gonna
around
double
for that.
and wait around
No,
to see
you
what
toss the
happens.
grenade and then you
Right.
leave.
Yeah,
I was sitting there.
I'm hitting the double from the parking lot.
Fucking cut me off.
Right.
Take my seat. That's my
Unplug
seat.
the box, bro. I don't care. I'm out.
Yeah, I blew
Oh,
it.
man.
It was. I tried a couple other.
What other?
I
You
can't.
did try a few other things.
I can't
but you
remember.
were a lot less
Backstreet Boys.
You were a lot
Nah,
less
see?
outspoken about the other ones.
Well, yeah.
Because Double Crazy Town hit, and then he just didn't want. He didn't want. I think he wanted to
I
get
think
one
they were-
and then be like, "Oh, who's dumb now?"
I can see how you got to Crazy Town from Creed, and I can see how you got. It's weird that Sublime didn't work.
I'm telling you, it wasn't loud enough. It just. Joking aside,
it
let's
was-
not be funny for a
You're
second.
going through it, right? Can I feel your pulse? I feel like you're going through it right now.
Your heart rate is jacked.
Okay.
Man.
What does anybody else have a piss off the crowd jukebox song?
We did that. Crazy Town.
I
That's
mean,
usually
Crazy
what it
Town
is.
would be that. For me. I think
Yeah,
that's.
Because we
the-
drafted that one time.
I think that's the worst song.
songs that piss people
I
off
think
at
it
a
might
bar.
be
Didn't we
the
do
worst
that?
song.
Yeah, I think we got into I think you and I had a disagreement because I would
A
be
disagreement?
excited.
Yeah, an argument?
We had an argument. Yeah, an argument. I would be excited to hear Crazy Town. I like the kitsch value of it.
Sean
still.
put on the video this morning, and I was like pretty upset.
What was it?
Something
Shifty
about
Shell
it.
Shock,
Something
dude.
about it just really. I just hate it. So I
One
hate
of them
Shifty
looks like
Shell
he's
Shock?
the singer who's like all shredded with all the piercings. He passed. And then the other
Oh,
dude
see the
looks
Crazy
like.
Town guy. Oh, you
Yeah.
put Crazy Town on this morning?
Yeah, in the
Oh, so
crib.
you ran it back a third time.
Yeah.
You were
Well,
like,
today
I
was for
guess how
enjoyment.
it
You
is.
like Crazy Town. That's the thing. You think you can still put that song Crazy Town.
Nine years in.
It's over.
I've been
It's
trying
a
to say
wrap.
it for years.
Yeah. I don't care how many times you play Butterfly. We feel how we feel about it already.
Yeah, I never liked it.
I wake up. I'm like, David, give it one more chance.
That's
Like,
what happened.
listen while you're in your
one of them
underwear.
songs that wouldn't even come on the TV. It'd be on a commercial.
Yeah.
And it's like, clearly, if y'all was rocking like that, you'd be on the countdown.
Yeah,
Y'all put this song on a
Oh.
commercial because y'all gotta pay to sell it
yeah.
and not under the table.
The first guitar part is great. That down, down.
Well, Kyle
down,
told me it's a-
down,
it's
and then
a-
they start
And then they
singing.
start the rest of the
yeah,
song.
and then it sucks.
Well, Kyle told me it's a Chili Pepper song. That like instrumental is a Chili Pepper song.
it is.
That's
It's
what
a
he said.
sample?
Kyle Kinane knows more about that stuff than I do, so I'm assuming he's right.
Oh, he a big Crazy Town guy?
I think he's
Oh,
more of
is
a
that
Chili
on him?
Pepper
Don't
guy.
put that on him.
He's a
Kyle
townie.
Kinane?
Don't put that on him.
he's a townie. Ian
Where's
said.
the, is that camera on? Kyle Kinane loves Crazy Town. Kyle Kinane loves Crazy
There's
Town.
the clip right there.
Yo, that's crazy.
If you see him, if you go to one of Kyle Kinane's shows, go up and talk to him about Crazy Town.
He'll love it.
Bring him a Crazy Town record or a CD.
Touch his back when you do it.
Touch his back, touch the small of his back, and tell him, "Come, my lady."
all that naming the tracks after NWA songs, that's a front.
Front, yeah.
He really wishes it was Crazy Town.
But he knew nobody would get it. He's on the Townie Reddit boards.
You know,
he
they-
knows how few of them.
The townie red. You know they spell it with a C? I thought it'd be a K. I thought it'd be a K.
I did know that.
No, it felt like it should be a K.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
typed it in with a K a
They're
bunch
cut
last
from the K
night.
cloth.
They are cut
Right.
from the K Club.
That's for sure.
Well,
You
I'm
gonna get to
sorry.
the bottom of that chili pepper thing or what?
Oh, you want me to Google it?
Well, you don't have to.
Okay.
it
We'll
pushing.
talk while I do it.
No,
Okay,
man.
then the Scott Stapp thing. Did you know about?
Okay,
you know
that-
that song. It's so hard to start.
It's
What's the song called?
It's called one last breath or one more breath, but it's the one where he's like 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far gone. That you know what I bet if you heard it.
another Crazy Town song?
This is a Creed
It's
song.
a Creed.
This is what
Creed.
started the whole
Okay.
shit last night.
Okay.
because they were
okay.
playing that.
It is a
Okay.
Red Hot Chili Pepper sample, a song called Mother's Milk.
And Kyle Kinane is the one that told us that.
Yeah.
So he was right about his Crazy Town.
Also a
knowledge.
big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan.
He's a big pepper guy.
I kind of like the Red Hot Chili
We've talked
Peppers.
about it. I
Yeah.
don't one bit, but
Anybody that George Clinton stamped, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
fair.
Like, yeah.
Their cover of Love Roller Coaster, it's fun.
You know,
It's
my
a fun
buddy used
time-
to think
it's a fun
those-
time at the
It's about
The movie.
T.I.
it's about Love Roller Coaster. Oh no,
No.
the Creed The Creed song. Did you
Wait,
know that?
what?
Creed song.
This 6 feet is not that far. It's about T.I.
So Scott Stapp was about to jump, right? And T.I. stopped him.
From where? Where was you? Where were the
From
two
a
of
hotel
them?
balcony.
Yeah, probably a cocaine-fueled party that Creed was having. And
T.I.
Scott Stapp
was
was
down
about
Say
to...
what's happening, man. You don't need to do all that.
Bro, you got to hear the T.I. breakdown because he was like, I was smoking with my fat friend Phil on the balcony, and he was like, and I heard him moaning, and I asked Phil, "What did you eat today?" Because I thought it was Phil's stomach rumbling, and it was Scott Stapp.
Yo,
2 balconies up.
Hey, don't
And
you
T.I. was
sing,
like, "No, you have stuff to live for."
hey, don't you sing with arms wide open? Hey, bro, you don't even need to do that right now, man.
T.I. knows how it feels to be hanging on for dear life because his beanie always is.
Right.
It's always
God.
just a
Right.
precarious situation.
Oh, my God.
His hat is like in the same spot.
Scott Stapp just barely hanging on for dear life. Not to run a bit back, but my first question was, has T.I. written any songs about Scott Stapp back?
Yeah, and you said,
Live your life.
Is he the rubber band man?
Yeah. You find out Scott Stapp's the rubber band man.
Honestly, the fact that T.I. was able to on the radio say "Wild as the Taliban,"
Yeah.
doesn't get talked to about.
That
enough.
is the more crazy line in that song.
Yeah.
They were.
It's in the chorus.
Yeah.
Rubber Band Man, wild as the Taliban, and like we're still in Iraq at that point.
Yeah, no, we
like,
had
like the
they had been banning the Dixie Chicks from the radio for criticizing George Bush.
Right.
T.I. was talking about being crazy as the Taliban. On
crazy as the
that.
Taliban,
And then referencing 2 guns. They didn't blur any of it out, right?
Yeah, not in
Good
my
for
right
him, dude.
45 in my other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That beat, the beat was too good. It was too good. You could have said anything. You could
Should
have
have played
said
Rubber Band Man last night. That would have got him.
No.
What? I
don't
wonder
think you
what
could have
the-
won.
What
I don't
the-
think you
Sorry to
could've-
be crass. What the fuck was gonna get
They
him?
were townies. We weren't. They didn't even like that we were
You
in there.
walk into the machine is already a like he
telling you, they
better
don't-
he better kill it. That's pressure. I'm telling you.
I don't think they noticed like that. I really don't. They were doing their own thing. It was a pack of like 8 dudes, and they were doing their own thing. I swear to God, they didn't even look at the.
But they were
jukebox.
loving they were openly loving the Creed song.
They stood up. I mean, that's why I thought I could do it because they were up and they're
started
like,
singing it.
because it was with arms wide open.
Yeah.
And they were just with arms wide open. They were really standing on their
they were
stools
going
and shit.
crazy.
They
All
were.
right.
One of the guys had an American flag jumpsuit on. I don't know
It
if I
felt
said
like a
that earlier.
hostile
You
environment.
did.
To be honest,
I feel like Stained. I feel like if you played some Stained songs,
What's
maybe
the
you would've
one that's
broken
they
through.
did they have any upbeat songs? They just got
They
that.
got
It's
Mud
been a-
Shovel, dude. But if you played a,
Ian Carmel is a Stained fan, just so we're clear on that.
I
Kyle
was
Kinane,
playing a lot of
Big crazy town
Ultima
guy.
Online and listening to KUFO radio. So when that happened, which is
I don't know what you're
Portland's,
talking about.
it was an online computer game that I would play like 8 hours a day, and I would listen to radio. And when you listen to enough radio, you get into some Stained songs,
Mud Shovel.
Mud Shovel, or
Can't
just,
believe they got to say that on the
I
radio.
don't even know who Stained is.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's
I'm
that guy. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been
That
a
guy.
while.
Yeah.
Remember that song?
Oh, okay. I've heard
Fred
people
Durst
make
got him
fun
on.
of-
They were
yeah.
like-
I
they
feel
were
like that
touring with
song
Limp
was
Bizkit.
on a lot of Now compilations.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it hit for a minute, that song.
If you would have played It's Been a While, that would have hit with those dudes.
Wasn't
If they
loud
were
enough.
It wasn't loud enough.
I wish we could go there right now. We can. It's only a gentleman's hour
I don't
away.
want to.
No, I don't want to go to Muscle Beach for anything.
If with the Creed ringing off, I don't need to catch them.
If Sublime doesn't break through, I have no chance of making any
Oh,
friends.
I was defeated for sure.
Sean Jordan was defeated. He's Sean Cougar Melon Jordan on Instagram. Where can people see you bomb jukeboxes all over this great country of ours?
I don't even. When's this come out, Isaac?
This week,
This one does.
this coming week.
That was fun.
Thus coming.
Denver. I'll be in Denver on May 30th doing Dude IDK, and then I can't think of any other dates, but I got a lot of stuff in August and September. So
Coming up.
stuff. Go to Instagram, Sean Cougar Melon Jordan. It'll be on there. I don't know where
Right.
to look, man. Do I look at the camera when I do that? I feel
Well,
weird.
wherever you want. Look at Isaac. Look into Isaac's
Come on.
deep soulful eyes.
Come to Denver. Come tell me Crazy Town wouldn't hit in the
David Borey is here. Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram.
I hate Crazy Town. June 15th, I'm at Littlefield in Brooklyn. June 14th, I'm at the Secret Show in Sacramento. And June 13th, I'm in Petaluma. I don't know where, though.
Petaluma. There can't be too many places in Petaluma.
But yeah, I think just look up Petaluma and David Borey.
Yeah. No, there's a dude. That's a guy, actually.
Petaluma David?
Yeah.
There's Petaluma David Bory. That's a different.
I know some people in Petaluma. They're gonna pull up on you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Do you
Rob's,
have friends
go
in
kick his
Petaluma?
ass?
Rob's people are coming.
I know some people that got some stuff going in Petaluma. They might pull up on you.
What do they have going in Petaluma? Wineries?
Just living out there. I don't know. Yeah, gotta hook up on some stuff.
You clearly don't want to answer any follow-up questions about it.
I did a one-nighter there before.
Was it the cider place one-nighter?
Maybe
There used to be.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah. That was great. Yeah.
yeah.
We had like a bougie wine and cheese day.
Okay.
Either before or after. It was beautiful.
After.
Yeah. It was after. Yeah. Rob Haze is here.
Come on.
At Rob Haze on Instagram.
At Rob Hayes on Instagram. If you're in Vegas, May 23rd, come see Sherman Showcase live, House of Blues. Also, if you're in Norway, Oslo, check your boy out. I'm there, coming there for the comedy festival. Look out for it.
Oslo.
Tight,
Mhm.
dude.
That's awesome. Have you been to Scandinavia before?
I haven't done comedy outside the U.S. and Canada before.
How do you think? I did.
Me either. It seems scary.
It is. I am a little terrified. I'm not gonna lie.
I've done London and I've done Paris, but it was like an expat show in Paris. It was
Okay,
all American.
Okay.
But London, it was weird. They knew all the references, but they didn't quite know what it meant.
Yeah.
Like if you say Taco Bell to an audience here, that comes loaded with meaning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta call it the
And
chip.
opinions, yeah. And they get, when you say that, they're like, we are aware that Taco Bell is a place that you people go to.
Right.
But they don't know what it means. They're not like, I was drinking, so and I had enough to go to Taco Bell. They're like, well, what does that mean? They have no idea.
Mhm.
So that part's weird. Like all the cultural references kind of fall short.
Right. And I feel like cultural references are ingrained in me.
Same.
I'm gonna have
You
to,
have like maybe the deepest wealth of knowledge I know about that.
right. But I am curious how that's gonna work out. But I think I'm gonna figure out a way to like not make any references, and then maybe like near the end. Also, it's like a 6,000 seaters, so it's like I don't
God
know.
damn.
Somebody 6,000. Somebody saw Family Matters. You know?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's good
One of
odds.
them-
6,000, like you can go
You
open
mean
for
nobody here? Nobody. So Jaleel White just mean nothing to y'all? Well, hey, I'll just take the L, man. I'll just take the L. I ain't gonna double Crazy Town, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here.
and then Steve Aoki comes out and plays Crazy Town.
You should find somebody who walks in both worlds and have a Norwegian cultural interpreter on
Yeah.
stage with you.
That would be funny.
Where
My
when you
brother
go
will go
Family
with you.
Matters,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's Redfield and Son. You know, like they know. They're like, oh, yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Annoying neighbor.
Yeah. Actor got very upset about people thinking he was nerd and introduced Stefan Urkel later on. Yeah, that's what happened with Jaleel White, right? He was like, people think I'm Urkel.
Yeah. I got to live in the world.
Stefan
So
Urkel had to be his idea.
Had to
Yeah.
be hit. That was like season 4.
I need people to know
That's really
what I'm
where
like.
you messed up, because now you showed them who you are without glasses.
Yeah.
And so now what role you gonna do after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't. You should have kept that in the tuck.
Yeah.
That was a
Plus-
move for a different project.
That would absolutely should have
Because
been
then
like
he started scrambling. Then he's Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Then he's a robot.
it should have been Jaleel White like you've never seen him before, like in a new
Mhm,
project.
Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Rom-com.
Yeah.
Plus-
Right. Like he's actually pretty good. People are like, oh, he's actually pretty good looking.
Yeah.
What's the moral of Stefan Urkel? Oh, if you want to be cool, take this pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you want to get back normal, take this drink. Like that's just substance abuse right there.
Yeah.
to get a woman to love you,
Yeah.
Take
you
his
have to
pill.
step in this
Get on
machine
them
and change
pills,
yourself.
man. Stop being a nerd and get on them pills, dog. That's why they made the transformation chamber, because they were like, we love the idea, we love the creativity,
Yeah.
but can this be a machine?
It has to be a
Because
machine.
this whole pill drink
He's
thing
just-
that y'all
he's
got going
tying
on,
his arm up. I'm gonna be
it's
Stefan
just
Urkel real
not
quick.
good for the kids.
Tapping a vein.
He just dumps
how
it
Where are
out
my
right there.
pills? I can't be cool without my pills.
I need my Stefan juice.
my pet.
He must have been. Jaleel White must have been in like season 4, like contract negotiations, where he's like, "We're introducing."
Well, because at that point it was the
Okay.
Urkel show, right? Like it was.
Well,
Yeah,
Reginald Vell Johnson's fighting for number 1 on the call sheet,
Yeah.
right?
That's impossible.
So he's the veteran actor on some veteran actor stuff, and then also the lady that plays Harriet, they on some Mary Jo something. They are fighting for number 1 on the call sheet. So they are finding other ways to pay Jaleel White because he's the star. So he's writing that episode, he's directing that episode. Also, all right, you number 1 on the call sheet, but Urkel's number 2, Stefan's number 3,
Whoa.
Cousin is number 4.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Myrtle Urkel's number 5.
Myrtle
Bruce Lee,
Urkel.
you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
crazy.
Like it's like, all right, you number 1. You number 1, but guess what? The rest of these checks going to Jaleel. Yeah.
Whoa. Man, could you imagine being number 5? Behind Bruce Lee?
Right. Yeah.
that's where Harriet
I
is.
will say-
Then Laura, Harriet, yeah. Eddie.
Oh. The aunt from Altoona was up higher.
I like
saw her.
Faldo.
Huh?
Now we're just talking about the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love Geraldo.
Go to Oslo. Check out Rob Hayes. If we have any Oslandians, we're gonna try to get. If you're in Northern Europe, get to Oslo. If you're in
Yeah.
Northern Europe and have seen Family Matters, we need you to get to
Yeah.
Oslo.
And that's
Comedy
you, all of you,
Festival.
Scandinavia, Finland,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the Danish one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Holland.
Is that Scandinavia? Holland?
It's getting there. Close.
Yeah, you guys keep going. I definitely know the Scandinavian countries,
Denmark
but you guys keep
is
going.
right because
It's all the cross nations.
it's Norway, Finland, Sweden are up here, and
They
then
all-
Denmark's up on the top,
They all got the same flag,
but
right?
there's water in between.
I love
No.
when Ian do a map,
Yeah.
like with his hands. you
hand
know?
mapping it.
Yeah.
So there, here's Scandinavia, and this is Denmark, and then over here, that's where your Holland is.
He's about to come.
You tickled the butthole. Now
So that's Holland, and then if you want to sort of get into northern coastal France, that's
it's right down here.
northern France. Yeah, and this is where sort of like this is where we're talking about like Mont Saint Michel.
Honestly, this is why we came back to video.
You guys missed all the improv work.
And then this is Bath in England over here, just across the channel. All right, okay. My name is Ian Carmel. At Ian Carmel on Instagram, at Ian Carmel on Blue Sky, at IK Cooled You on YouTube. My special just crossed 100,000 views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you so much for watching it. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Really, really appreciate everyone who watched it and spread the word. I'm doing shows in Portland at Kickstand, just running new material. Those are all sold out. It's going to be really fun. This guy's going to be jumping on one of the shows.
Two of them in one night, right?
Oh, 2 of them in one night. Yeah, a lot of other fun local comedians. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fun time. Going to be selling some posters, maybe even a T-shirt. We'll see. Speaking of T-shirts,
We'll have NOLA merch there, by the way. If you want to get any of this stuff,
we
it'll be at that show.
We did print up some extra merch for the New Orleans Toledano Street Festival shows, knowing that people who couldn't make the festival would want some. We sold a ton and kind of dipped into it, but we still have some limited quantities left.
Hit me in the DMs. We got bucket hats and we got
Bucket
regular hats.
and regular
And-
hats,
Cups
cool-ups,
and shirts.
and shirts.
So yeah, hit me
yeah,
in the DMs and we'll figure it out.
it's gonna be sick. That's it. We could talk about cups. We could talk about cups.
Cups.
Do you see E40 opened the
That's
Golden
why I
State
was-
Valkyries game?
No, but that's what I was channeling right
That's
there.
what I figured.
Right?
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for getting it.
We could talk about E40,
We could probably do that for a minute.
but instead we're going to fantasy draft really nice things that we can't afford.
Yeah, best things we can't afford.
Best things we can't afford. Best things we can't afford. The way we determine the order of this
My
draft
list
is through a
changes a little bit.
rollicking game of rock, paper, scissors. How did you put your list together?
It's nicest,
No, it's fine.
best,
It's fine.
dopest,
Nice.
whatever,
That's
like
fine.
illest,
Things we can't afford.
rich people shit. I
Rich
mean,
people shit.
Mhm.
Isaac doesn't know. Isaac's got his chest
You
way
look
out,
you
dude.
look so good.
This is a good cut to Isaac opportunity.
It really is.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah,
No.
dude.
Oh, don't do that. Don't
Open
do
her
that.
up.
You put
Come
that
on.
camera there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't
I'll
come
cut
set up on
myself.
that cute little
Alright.
tripod
Please,
like that.
dude.
This is the chest height.
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if you could even see your face.
Perfectly
Yeah.
framed
Zoom
it.
in on that chest.
Chain cam, dude.
Shane Cam.
Fucking Isaac Titty Boy Lee.
Shane Cam's one of the Petaluma guys.
We determine the order of the draft with a rollicking game of rock, paper, scissors played between the three of you, and we throw on shoot. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, we
shit.
play again.
Ooh.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh no.
Oh, no, again. Rock, paper,
Oh.
scissors, shoot.
Fuck.
If you guys tie one more time, I'm going to pick.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh!
No way. Do
Looks
it.
like I get to determine the order of
What are
today's
the
draft.
odds?
Yeah,
That's
That's wild.
That was a good time.
Different ways, too. All right. We're going to go David, Rob, Sean, Ian.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
order. Hot corner. I like the hot
Mhm.
corner.
Cool.
David, Rob, Sean, Ian is the order of today's draft. Oh, shit.
I was hoping you'd miss it. I don't got a good
I
one.
totally skipped over it.
I'll do it. I mean, I hate to go back to crazy. Well,
It's a serpentine draft.
And what is that?
That's a great question.
it was me scrambling to find something that would hit. So when Crazy, it gave me recommended songs after Crazy Town, and I was going through it like left to right, back and forth, like which one of these will hit, and then that's how I got what I got.
What else was on your list?
For what? For
For
songs?
what's
to play?
going to hit?
Well, I think I played Backstreet's Back. I thought that would hit.
That one did not do anything.
Why the fuck would that not
Because
work?
I think the Creed Backstreet Venn diagram is you. I think I'm looking at it.
I'm looking at these guys who are ironically liking Creed.
No,
Probably for real.
I
liking
don't.
it.
You're finding out that it wasn't ironic.
That's
Yes.
what I think they
And
did.
so you went you kept hitting the irony button, and they're like, "Oh, dude's making fun of us."
Yeah, he's mocking. Now
He's
you're mocking them.
us.
I like Backstreet Boys. I like Sublime. I was making fun of them in Crazy Town. I really wanted to prove a point. I really honestly was like, this is gonna hit. And when it didn't, I was bummed. And
How
so
old were they?
25.
Yeah.
See, no, the kids like Creed.
What should I have done then?
crazy.
but not
Yeah.
Crazy Town.
No.
No, it ain't crazy.
They might not
They
even
don't even know about
Yeah.
Crazy Town.
That could have been it.
And
What
they're
would
like,
it, what
yo,
would it
this
hit
guy
then?
loves this song. He keeps playing it.
That old guy keeps playing Crazy Town in our bar. He's not from here. We would
He
have seen
never
him.
did a jukebox before. He don't even know this is like
They're just
highly
like,
frowned
that guy
upon.
put $40 in the jukebox. I didn't even know it would take 20.
They're looking at it like he must have fought in Afghanistan or something. And this song reminds him of the guys who didn't come home.
They're daring each other. I tried
that-
3 hours down.
That
With
Crazy
one song
Town
on
was
his MP3
Fallujah.
player. He had an iPod shuffle with one song, bro.
I just go over. I'm like, what do you want to hear then? No, you reminded me though. I tried 3 Doors Down. What was the Army song? The song that was in all
If
the
you're going
commercials for
3
the
doors
Army.
down, you got to play Kryptonite.
No, it
That's
was,
the one.
what was the other song in the Army
Well,
commercials?
see, if you went with the other one, that was your mistake. I think.
I can't remember.
He had a tough run. Is what I'll say.
I didn't do great.
Yeah, it was. It's
Well,
tough
maybe we find a
it's tough
jukebox.
to
Maybe
watch
we
your-
go to the Roost
It's
tonight.
tough to watch your friend go through that
I would.
because he was alone in it.
Yeah.
He was. We were.
I like the narrative
He
where they-
stopped telling us. He stopped telling us, and he just started going back silently.
I'm no
Like,
joke. I
he
put
went-
$40 in that
so
jukebox.
but he
to
didn't
try
say
to
that
get a
to
hit.
us.
Where on the Sean not having a good time scale was it?
I was having a
Because-
blast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there,
I was getting pissed, but I was having a very good time.
were you having a good time or were you pissed?
I was pissed enough
Were
to
those
tell.
happening concurrently?
Here you
or
go. You know me well enough.
Yeah.
When was the last time you've seen me look at a woman and be like, "Stop it! You're bothering me."
It's been a long time.
That's how pissed I was.
Okay, so you were not having
But
a
I
good
was still
time.
having. I was having a good time.
He was, despite it was like when you take somebody out after a breakup and it's like,
Yeah.
I know you're going through your
Yeah.
own shit and we're just happy that you're out here with us trying.
I feel like
That's
being
kinda
young
what it
broke
was.
up with me last night pretty hard. I'm like, oh, I don't get it at all. That
No,
was like a real dagger to the
You
heart.
should have played Pink Pony Club, dude. You know the hits.
Shut up. They would have ate that up.
Shut up.
We're gonna get to David's first pick. But first,
Having jukebox regret is crazy.
I was not.
I've never walked away from a jukebox like it was a set. Like, oh, if I would have hit him with this,
if I had it back,
and then I would have got him rolling, then I could have.
I lost.
You're in the car thinking about shit you should have done.
Yeah.
Harper,
When
Harper,
you
turn
could be
around.
just playing whatever you want to hear in the car. You never bomb when you're by yourself in the car. You by yourself in the whip, silence, just like,
They come-
oh man, I could, man, had I just Dog, if I would have just known that.
I'm just parked outside the bar. They open it up and I'm taking money from the register and putting it in there.
Oh man.
Go to another bar and play Crazy Town just to get the feeling back.
I go to Shifty
You got to
Shell
get the
Shock's bar.
Touchstones app. Because
That
then
is
you
a-
could play at a place you're not even at. You could have had this whole city listening to Crazy Town.
You could double
for
down
$40.
Crazy
Bucks?
You
I
could
will
double
play-
down Crazy Town tonight.
What was the name of that place?
Do it tonight.
Can I do that? I can play it from here.
Yeah.
They might have locked it down, but it used to be when the Touchstones app started. You could, because I would play stuff at the Waffle House at the crib all the time, just like they need escape right now. I can feel it. Boom.
Yo, that's so funny.
You and the Waffle House
They
cook
just
started
kicking
in
it right
Selena, table for one.
You just pull over. Shit, it's 4:30. I gotta hit him.
You gotta get off a business call. Hold on.
Hey, I gotta go.
I gotta play Arrested Development.
now.
What do you mean there's no Wi-Fi on the flight? I need it right now.
We're gonna get to David's first pick right after this short break.
This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by Ridge. Now, it is Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to throw some at you. It's barbecue time, relaxing. You know what's hard to relax? With this in your pocket. Look at this. Look at how big this wallet is. It's something that should be on the grill. It looks like I just got it off the grill. Get off me. Ridge wallet, that's what you need. You need something sleek. You need something slim. You need something that's not going to bog you down. It could go in any pocket, anywhere you need it. It's the perfect thing just to have it. It's look at this. You see that bending? That ain't bending, baby. It's fantastic. I used to have a wallet made out of duct tape. So it's nice having something that is just here sitting with me. It's got a little weight to it. Just feels nice. Doesn't keep my back hurting all day. You know what I mean? It's just Look at this. Look at how easy I got my card. Turns out I live here. Turns out I got a debit card. Turns out I can do whatever I want. And bam, your boy's got a little cash. No big deal. But yeah, it's just great. It's nice having a fun wallet. It holds up to 12 cards. It can hold your cash. Gets rid of you. You can put it in your front pocket. You can put it in your back pocket, put it up here, wherever you need to do it. And it's tough, man. It's crafted. Good materials, titanium, carbon fiber. Feels like that's the stuff they make bulletproof vests out of. So, that's going to work. It's ready for anything that life's going to throw at you. So hop on it, get down. They got over 50 colors and styles. I chose this color because I'm an earthy guy. Earth tones all day for your boy. But yeah, you can hop in. They got light ones, dark ones, whatever you need. Your wallet's what you're going to show off to the world. So hop in, get a good wallet. No matter what you pick, Ridge is going to have free shipping, 99-day risk-free trial, lifetime warranty on all products. Not that you're going to need it. I mean, you know how strong I am. Come on. I should be able to break it, and I can't. So yeah, get on it. Right now, Ridge is having their huge Memorial Day sale. Get up to 40% off at ridge.com/allfantasy. Again, just head to ridge.com/allfantasy to see their biggest sale of the year. And after you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about the product. So please support our show and tell them that All Fantasy Everything sent you.
And we're back. Welcome back to All Fantasy Everything, the only podcast that has ever existed, except of course for Rob Hayes. You have a podcast.
Yeah, I've
Oh man.
two and a possible.
Two and a upcoming.
Yeah.
Tell the people about your podcast.
The Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Hayes. It comes out when it's ready.
Yeah.
Don't expect it on a specific day.
Yeah.
Cause everyone in my life is against the podcast coming out on time.
Yeah.
And then me and Jamel, we have the In Season Podcast. We chronicle basketball, gear. He tries to put me on soccer, and I violently disapprove of it.
Yeah.
And then very, very little baseball talk on there. And then look out for something possibly Rob Hayes Mandel maybe coming to your internets maybe.
That's a dream team.
Yeah.
The thing with Mandel is your maybe might be you teasing something that's definitely going to happen, or it might be a real maybe.
And he knows way more than I do, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
He he knows way more than I do how real things are gonna be. But he's not in charge of that either.
No.
Yeah.
No. Forces beyond our control.
Mm-hmm.
David Borer, you have the first pick.
God.
Add avocado outside of California.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you can afford that.
It always feels unreasonable. I'm not gonna pay $3 to put avocado on a $7 sandwich.
This is the first pick he's ever
just
told
won't
me
do that.
before it happened.
In California, it's great. Out like avocado in Indiana, it's who am I?
So this is
Mark
a mental
Cuban?
hurdle for you that you can't get
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You can't justify it.
It was one of the best things about moving to California for me
Yeah.
when I got here and how abundant the avocados are.
What's your limit? Like, what's your ceiling? How much you pay for avocado? $15 sandwich. How much would you pay to put avocado on it?
$1.50.
Okay.
That's unreasonable. It's
That
got to be
three.
more than that.
I feel like 3 is the avocado ceiling.
That's crazy though. You hear what you're saying?
It's not that crazy, boy. Stop it. Stop playing. We know you got avocado
You
money.
absolutely-
dog.
well, no,
have
but
avocado.
so because we were talking about this, I agree though that it's technically you can afford it, but you shouldn't have to pay that much.
If I could afford it, I would be doing it. I look at it and I'm like, no.
There are multiple forces at work here. One is outside of LA, sandwiches are cheaper in general. So that
Right.
avocado price seems a little more striking. It's
It-
like you said, $3 on a $7 sandwich. That's crazy.
It's absurd.
You'd be hard pressed to find a $7 sandwich in Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So it's like a $15 sandwich, $3 avocado. It's a bargain.
But I mean, it's still cheap in like Modesto. I can get a California.
Yeah,
sandwich.
that's true.
what
And
I'm
you
saying?
know,
it's
you
California
also,
wide. It's California wide.
you know it's going to be good avocado here because in California, you can't really step up to the plate with bad avocado.
Yeah.
Or at least it's a higher percentage. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I'll pay $4 for avocado on a sandwich.
whoa,
But do you do that?
Whoa.
Because we've been all over the country. I never seen you add avocado for shit.
It's
Or you.
I hate
Yep.
avocado.
Okay, that's fair.
man, maybe
I don't
I'm
like
just
guac
talking.
either.
You don't like guacamole?
Mm-mm. I'm
I
starting to not like you
because my avocado.
because of the tone.
Well, fuck you.
Well, fuck you.
I'll smash this mug over your head and keep the podcast going. Isaac, which camera is focused on Sean?
It's
Zoom in, dude.
What was the name of that bar?
Zoom in and
somebody
slow
out
it
there,
down.
tell me the name of that bar. All right.
Where I like to add avocado isn't necessarily a sandwich, but it's with a breakfast plate where you got the scrambled egg and then you got a meat and then you throw an avocado in there too. And then you make your own little sort of breakfast sandwich with
But
your
you're doing that in
avocado, egg.
Denver.
More of that
I
space
might
for
do
it.
that. I might do that in Denver.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw you
Yeah.
eat a peanut butter and pickle sandwich the other day in
Big
New
time.
Orleans.
Big time.
Finally saw it.
I went
That
to,
is not at all relevant.
I went
No,
to
but
Bromar.
it's just a thing you've never seen. You're right. You're right. And you said you've never seen him order avocado. You are right.
Oh, you've never seen him
What does that have to do with anything?
You've never seen
You've
him
never
eat
seen him-
avocado? I saw him eat a peanut butter and pickle sandwich.
They're green.
I've seen some things, man.
I did. I went to morning one. Sean was still asleep. I got up early. I went to Bromart and I got a bunch of groceries because
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna need some stuff that isn't gumbo. And then you need to lay down a base. I bought apples. I bought some Pedialites, and I got some bread.
Those Pedialites were going like
Clutch. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, that didn't have anything
So
to do with
add
anything.
avocado. This is how much money per year do you think you would have to make to where you were comfortable not even asking? Because
7 figs.
what? A year?
Yeah. It just feels too bad to me. It feels really terrible. And I think
You're
about,
just covering up the price. Like, yeah, I'll have the avocado.
it
Fine.
sucks because I think about it. I'm like, man, I should just, and then it's like, you're crazy. What are you doing? Who do you think you are?
This one, I can't get on board with you on this one.
Listen, I get it.
Is this the end of the podcast?
People out there are gonna know.
Avocado outside of Cali, the first pick is I wasn't expecting.
It's the first thing I thought about.
All right.
It was the first money barrier I thought about.
All right. I hope you get there.
I think I will.
Yeah, I think you will.
think
It's
you
gonna
too.
will
be
too.
fucked up though.
How you get there?
I'm gonna have a sprig of it in my drink like a lemon slice. Like you're gonna know when I made it.
Let me get a guacarita.
Go order one.
Bring me the bartender. Bring me the bartender then, and I'll explain to him what a guacarita is.
That's the next pick.
Do you have tequila?
Make
Do you have guacamole? Then you can make a guacarita.
There's no guacamole juice, is there? Or like avocado juice? Sorry.
There's, if you get like store brand guacamole, there's water in there that you could pour off.
Okay.
Like you could do like cottage cheese water.
Gross.
Well,
Holy buckets.
the water that burrata comes in. Burrata water? A burrata water martini?
I don't know what burrata is.
Burrata water. Rob Hayes, it's time for your first pick. Add avocado outside of California is off the board.
I'm going way crazier than an avocado, dog. I'm Jordan Pilford in this thing. I'm going with the Lamborghini Countach.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's also
The
good.
poster on every kid's wall.
Oh my God.
Come on.
That what is it, the importance of higher learning or the benefits of higher learning? And it was like 6 Lamborghini Countaches on
Come
like a
on,
Malibu
man.
estate.
The picture of all the Jacksons with the Lambos, except for Michael got the Knight Rider car because he flexing on them in other ways.
Yeah.
You know?
It's sort of a harbinger of things to come sort of way.
Yeah. Come on, man. It's impractical. I watch YouTube videos of people reviewing the car and the things that they say are terrible. They say it's not practical, it's noisy. There's
It's like
nowhere
2
to
inches
put
off
your
the ground.
drinks.
There's nowhere to. I never thought about drinking in a Lamborghini.
Freaking Jay Leno said, "Don't get it wet." He was like, it's a great car. He was like, just as long as you keep it running, it will last, but don't get it wet. And
The car?
It's got gremlin rules?
That's the type of
It's a
that's
Mogwai.
the type of rich I want to be, where I get a car that is like, hey, this car, it's a great car, super fast. Don't get it wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dry ride.
It's
You get it
not
wet?
waterproof. Right.
Little Fiats pop out when you get it.
Can you
Come
take
on,
it to
man.
Lids and have them spray it with the waterproofing spray?
Can you also stitch my name on the side?
Yeah.
I got a Lamborghini Countach. How
Timberland
big?
rules on my sports car, please. Yes.
It's
How much is a Countach? Like 300 grand?
Oh.
Right now.
Am I
They
nuts?
I think they go up, and I think it's fluctuated because I think they did go down. I think like maybe 10, 15 years ago you could get one for maybe 90,000 just because people were just so sick of them. And then like now that like they're more popular and like the Cybertrucks got people like, I want a car without right angles.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
now the Countach is getting back popular. But yeah.
They still make them every now and then. In 2022, you had to drop $2.5 million for a brand new Lamborghini Countach.
That's the new one, though,
That's
right?
new.
Yeah.
But if you want to go like, we're talking 87. Like,
They did them for a long time. They did them in the 70s. They did them in the 80s. So there's a lot of, I think up until like the early 90s. So there's a lot of Countaches around. Your man Leo was out here on the Quaaludes.
That's the main Countach.
Yeah, jumping out the whip.
Countach sounds like something that one of your older brother's friends would call
Vagina?
vagina.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Try that when you go to
says
Oslo.
it like
be
other
"You guys-
people say it.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody knows Joey gets the Countach.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. They might call it that in Oslo. Who
I
knows?
don't care what Jay Leno says. I get that Countach wet. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me?
I get the Countach wet, no Jay Leno.
It sounds like
Call me David Letterman because I get that Countach wet. You know what I'm saying?
could be in a future song.
You can get an
man.
88 Countach, though only 10,000
Whoa.
miles on it for it sold for 675 grand. Damn, yeah, it bounced back up.
You know what's
huh?
crazy
Yeah.
about this? Me and Sean got so drunk last night. We talked about going halves on an El Camino.
Well, where would you keep it?
David was ready. He had it there. Ready. He's like, will you put $7 grand each, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this has to be a conversation with my
We'll
wife.
buy a
And
car on
the
the
answer's going to
spot.
be no.
Won't buy an avocado for $3.
He had it.
We'll buy a whole. We'll go in on a whip on a
He'll
whim.
split a car with you.
Penny wise and pound foolish.
I'm glad we didn't get there though. It was close.
Where were you guys going to keep the El Camino?
We didn't get
First of all-
we didn't get that far.
I kept hammering home.
I don't
like,
have a driver's license.
Laura, I got to drive the El Camino.
I was like, Laura will say no. I'm telling you, she's gonna say no. I have to
And I
ask
was
her.
like, we could just do it right now.
What's the question? What's the amount of money that you wouldn't have to run by your partner to
5?
I'm not married.
Yeah.
come on? Like, okay,
Well,
take the walk with me.
No,
though.
it's
Like,
his money. He doesn't have to. Oh, but like in a
but let's
situa-
say you were, let's
Okay.
say you were married.
I'm comfortable $750 and below. Pulling that trigger.
I hit about 400, and it's not so much of an ask. It's like, hey, I'm going to spend this much on Oasis tickets.
Yeah.
I just figured I should let you know.
Because she's going to see what it is and ask. And if I'm not comfortable telling her that number without having run it past her, that's where that is, Like if I came home with a brand new, because I'm in a vinyl. Where's the camp?
I'm a vinyl guy.
I'm a vinyl guy now. If
Sorry,
I came
like
home with
vinyl.
like a brand new record player and she was like, how much was that? And I wasn't prepared to tell her a number that she could then go Google,
Uh-huh.
that's where we would be running into issues.
Yeah.
But David's at $7,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
We were close.
that would have been embarrassing. I would not have told her that happened.
I
I was just
It'd be like, yeah, it was $30. Some guy gave it to us.
No, I
outside
don't
his
know.
bar.
I don't know. It's fans. They gave it-
AFE, El
felt bad
Camino
for Sean.
sponsoring.
Yeah, we
AFE
got an
now.
El Camino sponsor.
Sean, your first pick.
Holy buckets. A lake house.
Where though? Give me, take me on a walk, baby.
That was so quick. Did
Come
you
on.
know I was going to pick that?
No, but I got similar stuff on my list. I want you to paint me a picture. It's not a lake house, but
Well, okay. Yeah, I don't want to change I don't want to get into your pick now. Were you going to
lake house. You said lake house.
I did, but I
No,
was gonna
you said
paint-
lake house. I wrote it down.
I'm thinking, this is going to sound weird. My wife's parents have a lake house.
So there you go.
So I get to go to one.
Do you stand to inherit it should something happen to them?
It will be Laura and her, so like 3 or 4 people inherit it.
Okay.
So that's kind of how it's been running.
So you
like
have
right
to sort
now,
of bump them off before that happens.
But isn't that how family trouble starts a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and no, I don't
Like,
want
they-
to, I'm not going to air them out,
I
but
haven't talked to my sister since we tried to split up the lake house type of thing.
Exactly right.
they, yeah. So like right now, there's 3 people that own it, I think.
Okay.
So there's like 3 families or whatever. So I just want my own lake house right next to
All
it. Where I'm like, this one's dope, dude.
But you still kind of own that one, so you can walk.
So
You
same
can walk
lake.
in.
I'll go over there and
house.
I'm across the lake. I'm doing across the lake shit.
We did. I'm a Oregon boy, so
Yeah.
lake house isn't as much of a thing in
Right.
Oregon.
They were a huge thing in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like that's where you would vacation. You just go to like the lake, and it just the vibe is dope. So if I'm painting a picture, obviously I want one like on the lake
Yeah.
because you get those lake houses that are like a block away or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not what I want. I want a dock. Can I add stuff to it? Can I have accoutrement?
I think you can have accoutrement.
Yeah.
I think if
Yeah.
you're painting this picture
I
of
want
a
a
lake
jet
house,
ski. I want a boat. I want a paddle boat. Like
All
I
right.
want those all on the dock.
Yeah.
And then I want a lake house that doesn't have a ton of bugs in it. That seems to be a big lake house thing. They always have like flies and stuff. So a nice clean lake house.
Yeah.
And nothing much. A nice swing looking out like, sitting out by the lake so I can like chill. sit
Midwestern
on the
lake.
dock. Yeah, but
Yeah.
none of the I don't know a specific lake because the ones I grew up around are trash. But
Okeechobee?
We went.
Okoboji, it sounds just
Okoboji.
as dumb, but
Is that
Okoboji. Lake Okoboji, Okoboji'd be kind of dank.
Yeah.
That's like a party lake though.
We did Dana's family. Oh, you don't want a party lake? You want a kind of a.
I want a chilling lake.
all right.
Yeah, I'm more like
We did these northern Wisconsin because her family's from Chicago, so she's Midwestern, and like we went to the North Woods of Wisconsin last
Mhm.
year.
like great
And
outdoors type shit.
It was amazing. I
Mhm.
didn't know. You just like there are all these interconnected lakes. Some of them are party lakes, and some of them are a little more like placid.
Right.
And you get there like a pontoon boat and just go from lake to lake, and there's like restaurants you can tie up at, and like at the dock, and just walk up to them.
That's
It was
what
great,
the lake
man.
house that Laura's parents have. It's 3 lakes, and you just get on that paddle boat, and you can kill like 6 hours just paddle boating around. You chill, like get to the middle of it. Like one of them, you can't see any people or houses or anything,
Yeah.
so you're just by yourself. And like no one gets out to that far lake, so you're really just out there chilling. It's a blast.
One of the lakes in Wisconsin was owned by must have been a Wisconsin booster because they had like a lot of Barry Alvarez stuff. They had like a flag with Barry Alvarez's face on
Who
it.
is Barry
Who is- I was
Alvarez?
Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin head coach in the 90s.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Barry
brought a
Alvarez.
flag.
Okay,
They had a
Big
flag.
W.
with-
Was it below or above the American flag?
It was alone on a pole.
No.
Yeah.
You put
This
the
ain't
pole.
America,
It was just
dog.
Barry Alvarez.
You put the
It's
pole
Barry
in.
Alvarez country.
Yeah, you were in international waters. That was a
Put
sovereign
the
lake.
pole in. They had to call somebody to put a pole in for Barry
Yeah,
Alvarez.
just the Barry Alvarez pole. Yeah.
Man.
Or they took an American flag down.
Mm-hmm.
I
Just as
imagine threw
probable.
it in the lake and then raised the Barry Alvarez flag. It was beautiful.
Oh, that's tight. Yeah, lake house.
All right, great. Shout out Sandra Bullock. Time for my first and second picks. I'm going to take something that recently came on the market that I don't have enough money for, but would that I could. The Portland Trail Blazers.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's- yeah.
Save them.
They need it.
Yeah.
It was recently announced they were for sale. Phil Knight, who 5 years ago was like trying to buy the Blazers to the point that he was planting stories in the New York Times that they were for sale when they weren't for sale.
Mm.
And he came out and he's like, I'm 81. I don't want, he might be older than that now, but he's like, I love the team, but I'm not interested in buying them anymore.
But
So
when he
now,
was 76, he was all about it.
yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
Well, you tell me, dude.
He's 87.
He's 87. Okay. Yeah. 82, 87 is a
Shoot, dog,
big,
you know.
yeah, he's getting old. He'll probably live until he's 100, but
How much is a basketball team? 500 million?
$5 billion.
$5 billion?
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just a sports team. They're about five. Really? That's
The
normal?
Blazers might go for a little less because it's a smaller market, but
Yeah.
you're still looking at like $4 billion. Probably.
Do you make money if you buy a sports? So, like, if I buy them for $5 billion, do I make money or do I just now have a sports team?
You make money when you get out.
Yeah.
You kind of
Oh,
you kind
so
of
it's
lose
just
the
a
money
cycle
the
of-
whole time, and then when
Uh-huh.
you get out, that's why they're $5 billion now.
Is it an investment or is it like a status thing?
It depends on when you bought in.
Mhm.
Like if you bought in, before Magic Johnson got there, then it's all, you just playing with the house money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The
But,
Bus
like,
family
okay.
could sell, they would have made like 1,000 times their investment at this point if they ever
Yeah.
wanted to sell the Lakers.
I
'Cause
never
that
really
team
thought
would go
about
for
that.
like $10 billion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's also, you can tax wash in a big way because sports teams, and they do, are built in such a way that you can claim a loss every single year. And if your corporation owns the Blazers and these other things, you can then report a total loss because you can say, well, the Blazers didn't make enough money this year.
Attendance down.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had to pay this little dog to balance on his thing.
Yeah,
at
the Red
halftime
Dragon gets
every
more
week.
expensive. Red
you
Panda
know?
gets more expensive every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scoot Henderson costs are through the roof right
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
All right.
now. So yeah, the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah.
It's a good situation. Obviously, I'm keeping them in Portland. Anyone's going to keep them in Portland, by the way. They're not moving anywhere.
Oh, sorry for another dumb question. Can
Yeah.
you, if you buy a team, can you move them wherever you want?
The Sonics, baby.
But you
Mm,
can do that, or do you have to? What are the levels
you
of
gotta
approval that
go
you got to
through
do?
some hoops, but
Yeah.
the hoops are not governments.
Yeah.
Yeah, like other
yeah.
rich people.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like millions of people who will be sad. Those aren't hoops at all. Yeah,
It's you have to convince other rich guys and Adam Silver.
Okay.
So it could happen, but
Yeah.
like the Blazers have a lease they'd have to break, and then you're just like throwing
Word,
money into the toilet.
Word. And then the state. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I buy the Portland Trail Blazers. Wouldn't
that's a
really
good
change.
one.
I wouldn't change anything other than if I had the money to do that, I would dump a ton of money into the team.
You wouldn't put a Carmel jersey in the rafters or
I
anything?
would hang a Carmel jersey. And I'd probably have like, I would. So the guy who owned it before, I don't want to get too far into this, had a suite that's still up there, like a private apartment. Paul Allen,
Paul Allen. Yeah.
up in the rafters of it's up there. I've been up in the rafters and you can see it. He's got like just a private place, and that would probably be my main place I live.
What would he
That's
do with
just
that?
your house? That's like your apartment? Like
yeah.
for real?
Yeah. I would host people, you
Yeah.
know.
It'd be
Yeah.
kind of a bitch when you had to go to the store.
That would why you don't go to the store.
Or like
dude.
DoorDash or
Store comes
something?
to you,
Yeah,
bro.
okay,
Store
yeah.
comes to you. I
Just
would
leave it at the front
play.
door. I'll be out tomorrow.
I would play NBA 2K up there during games and kind of look down and be like, going better for me. Better for me, Chauncey.
Yo, you put in your 2K on the jumbotron with flex.
Like cutting in.
Halftime is Ian Carmel.
You just got your headset on,
I don't let anyone. If you're here, you're here.
talking to the whole stadium.
You go piss during the third quarter. It's time to watch Clyde Drexler give 92 Charles Barkley the work on 2K. That's my first pick. And then my second pick is Italian everything, wardrobe wise. I'm getting like fully bespoke Brioni. I looked up like the best tailor in Italy. It's Brioni. They do bespoke stuff. That's the kind of place where if you want like a polo shirt, it's like $2,000. But I'm just having them build me an outfit. Like
like a whole
closet.
wardrobe.
But
They're
every
just
outfit.
making all
Every
your
kind
shit.
of outfit I'm having, and then I'm talking like Florence, like Florentine shoes, like the leather work, the kind of place that Daniel Day-Lewis like went and like apprenticed, you know, when he wanted to be like a cobbler. Just everything top to bottom. So when I go to the closet, it's all my size because I can't find. I'm all torso, and then I still got this weird belly hang down. So like finding clothes that fit me perfectly is kind of a challenge.
Mhm.
You got to go out of the country for that.
You got to go out of the country. You got to go to a place that knows that body type. Italy. Italy. So I'm going there and I'm just having them build me like an outfit top down. And then that's just what I wear.
Yeah, I like that.
That's what I wear from day
I
to day.
like that a lot.
Silks,
Yeah.
linens, you know, all the fine fabrics. And now I have a relationship with this tailor. If I just need some new shit, he knows my size. I call him up.
Right.
I'm like, I need some new shirts for spring.
Right, you don't even need to be there.
No, I don't even need to be there.
You're in your
No.
suite playing 2K.
Hey, I need
I need
a
an Italian
do you have
jersey.
do you have any moisture wicking silks?
make me a headband and a fucking short set real quick.
I'm trying to trade Jeremy Grant without forced trade on, and I'm having trouble.
You're calling the front office asking if your package arrived?
I did get a custom Italian suit, and I will say, all the pants anxiety that
Yeah.
I have was gone.
Right?
Yeah.
You know,
It's
'cause
like,
you know.
like pants made for me. It's like that's where it's at.
I can't overstate the pants anxiety I have in my life.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I have a 30-inch inseam, and I'm tall. I'm 6'3", and I have like 30-inch inseam. So my legs are weird proportions. They're thick. And then like I want something with a higher waist to like,
Mhm.
and it never works out. My pants I always feel like look weird. Foreshadowing. And whoa, my computer just went purple. Probably all those crumbs.
It did just go
Um,
purple. That was nuts.
And yeah, I have like if I could get rid of all that pants, I have 2 bespoke suits, and they
What does
fit
bespoke
amazing.
mean?
Built tailored for your body
Okay.
type,
All right.
precisely.
Okay.
One of them's Gucci. That James Corden got me for my wedding. I don't want to like act like I already have this.
Yeah.
Corden got it for me for my
Hey,
wedding.
You don't need to be drafting. You already did.
I already got it.
The Blazers on the way,
It's-
clearly.
Look out, DeAndre Ayton. You're gonna be in Laker gold no time. Or to the Clippers. We could trade him to the Clippers.
Sure. We'd love him.
Would you love DeAndre Ayton?
I mean,
If you get to keep Zubac,
if we
now
can
you
keep
talking.
Zubac
Okay,
and he's
yeah.
coming off the bench,
Oh, that's actually
absolutely.
true. So yeah, Italian everything. That's my pick. Sean Jordan, tell me your second pick.
I want a screening room, like a big, full-on movie
Yeah.
theater ass screening room, like a wing of the house. I don't want a room that has a pretty big TV and a couple chairs, and I call that my screening room. That's probably what I'm going to end up having in my life.
Yeah.
But I want like a shut the door, no daylight. It's like floor lighting. Like a movie theater, but a tiny movie theater in my crib.
Yeah.
Maybe even a secret door to get there, dude. Like a bookshelf, or like there's my DVD collection or whatever, and you pull out The Departed, and all of a sudden you're in a movie theater.
Corden had a little something like that, where it was like
So
down a
icy.
little staircase in his house,
Yes,
and
yes.
you would go down there, and there was just like probably like 3 rows of 4 seats each.
Yep.
It wasn't huge.
Like you're in a movie theater.
yeah, like you're
Yep.
in a movie theater.
And a screen, like not as big as a movie screen, but like, a wall. The whole wall is a screen, and it's like screen type. It's not like a TV type. It's like a movie screen.
What movie posters? That's the crucial question to me.
I
You
think
you don't want to know, man. It ain't
I
gonna
think
be
it's
like
probably
Casablanca and
Goodfellas.
shit.
It's gonna be Goodfellas.
I think it's probably Tombstone.
Obviously.
Ghostbusters 2.
Ghostbusters 2.
Nah.
And a picture of Rob doing Ghostbusters 2, Bobby Brown song.
We got. Did you
so
when you realized that you were
painful,
beefing it, did you go in and you're like, fuck you, I'm just gonna do it?
Before the song's playing, I'm doing the dance. I'm doing the heart and soul. I'm out here like I'm thinking it's Halloween.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have to sell me. When I was like 7 or whenever that movie came out, I already liked Bobby Brown. That song is amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to see you doing karaoke.
Man, I got to do it in front of people who can appreciate.
Yeah, we
it.
have to do a karaoke redemption. We should have a karaoke redemption night.
I would have, High Fidelity, Tombstone. I'd probably have that Joker poster up, the Why So Serious, just for fun. Lost Boys, Goodfellas,
Nice.
The Departed.
Would you have some
Notebook,
Planet
for
Hollywood memorabilia? Would you have the Lost Boys saxophone like in a case?
Will you do me a solid? I hate to make you do this. Can I guess how much that would go for? I'm going to say 50 grand. If I'm in this world, I'd spend 50 grand on that easily. The saxophone from Lost Boys.
I wonder if it's for sale.
God, that dude's still touring. He's probably still got it. Tim Capello.
He's probably still got it.
That's
Assuming that it's just Googleable
I saw the first hit and I'm like, sorry for even asking.
It's not.
It's not for sale.
It's not for sale. Let me see if he's on. Tim Capello is on Instagram though, because then
He's got to
Are you going to slide in?
just ask him real quick.
Hey man, I represent
Go, be my guy.
an incredibly wealthy client who values his privacy. Who's interested in one night alone with you.
His mom notoriously values a wet man, and so he's been a fan of you since he was 7 years old. Yeah, dude, I just have a dope movie theater. I've always wanted. It's like my big dream.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think if a lot of things go the way I want them to, I think within reason I could get a version of that.
Screening room is in play.
But I don't want it to be whacked. Like I want, if I'm like, hey, come over to my screening room, I want
You
people
don't
to
want
get there and
Laura
be
to
like,
have to
"Damn,
pull her
bro."
car out of the garage?
Yeah, dude, I don't want him to come in and be like, is it past the TV? Like, where's the screening room? Are we in here?
Yeah.
What are we doing in here?
Are you popping your own popcorn?
Oh,
Sure,
like
popcorn
an
maker.
old-timey machine?
Yeah. It would be so sick to have like an actual mini concession stand. Like you walk in there,
You want a lobby.
It
Like
kind-
you walk into a lobby.
bro, but like a fake one. So you walk in and you're like, go behind the counter, pick what you want. It's all, you know what I mean? It's on the house.
Your eyes are lit up. saying
or
it.
I charge people for it.
Red vines that have been there since 2004.
Nobody likes them.
Yeah.
I wonder how often you got to switch out the juice boxes to get the Coca-Cola to freestyle.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's tough because it's so many boxes
There's so
now.
much going on with the freestyle.
And you
know?
got to wipe
Right.
it down.
Wait a minute. Can I have a remix machine in my?
Well,
Oh no. Sorry,
you can
shit.
make another pick. if
No,
you
sorry.
want.
No, I won't. Yeah, sorry. That is a bold. You're right. Also, what if I got a Countach in there? I got Lamborghini seats, baby.
If you want to watch Countach on your private screening room, that's something.
Laura,
you
I'm gonna
can
go
do.
watch a Countach movie.
Did you guys know? I found out a fact recently that was startling. That red vines and Twizzlers are like coastal things. Like West Coast, red
Oh,
vines is West
interesting.
Coast, and like Twizzlers is like more of an East Coast licorice.
This
Really?
sounds like a East Coast rumor.
It was a
This sounds like a rumor that the East Coast got started.
apparently they don't know about red vines on the East Coast. Like that's like foreign to them. They're like, no, that's ridiculous. We eat Twizzlers.
we know about red vines.
We know about-
We
Yeah.
just don't rock with them like that.
But are you a Twizzler coast?
I
And
mean,
is the South? Is that its
is-
own
I
thing?
don't know if the South
I think
is
it's
like
its own licorice region.
I think it's its
Yeah.
own licorice.
Yeah, I
region.
think you got
Nubs.
We do things a little different down here.
Nibs.
We're not in such a hurry with ours. You guys might have your own thing. But yeah,
that's
apparently
true.
even my wife who's from Chicago is like, oh yeah, we didn't even know about red vines growing up. It was all Twizzlers.
That's wild, Darren.
Yeah.
Can I hit you with another candy fact?
Yeah.
Swedish Fish, Sour Patch Kids, same thing. One of them just has sour stuff on it.
Is that true?
No, man.
I don't think
I
that's
don't
true.
think that
kids
is-
are not the same.
No.
What's a
Hey,
child?
all of you.
What is he
Dolphins
talking
are child.
There's
about?
also
I'm
a
already
texture
insecure.
situation.
Isaac, do you have the capability of looking that up?
So the Sour Patch Kids are
Sure.
from Sweden?
You're asking people to Google stuff that can't really be Googled.
Which is a
That can
wild
be
place to
Googled.
be coming
Or,
from.
okay, I'll Google it. I have
You
a
think
computer
the
right here.
patch is in
Listen,
Sweden?
can't we just accept something I said so I don't feel stupid?
Are Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids the same thing?
It probably doesn't even
They
auto-populate.
don't even make yellow Swedish fish.
They're
on.
invented by the same company. The only difference. Okay. The only difference
Jerk it off now.
is the tartaric acid.
The
That's
acid
what
is
it
probably
says.
a big
That's the
difference,
sour-
though.
Did I
Hit him
not
with
just
another
say that's
crazy
the only
town,
difference?
Sean. Go crazy.
Oh, I will leave.
Play his fucking theme music.
Are you gonna play it?
And that's as much as we can get away with. And that's as much as we can get away with.
We can't
Isaac
play
just
more
had to
than that.
unbutton another
That's
button.
as much as we can get away with.
Well, we don't even know if that's a chili
That's why the
peppers.
country music episode is down, by the way. In case, if you ever notice that an
the
AFE
Caleb
episode,
one, right?
music-oriented one has been pulled. It's because somebody
Speaking
got a letter.
of Swedish people, you know?
Speaking of Swedish
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
What?
My old
Bjorn Borg,
employers.
dude. Bjorn Borg's up our ass about Reba McEntire music rights.
Oh man! Thank God I
all
was right about
Hell
that.
yeah, Sean. Rob, time for your second pick.
All right, man. I'm reclaiming something that has been tainted. I'm getting an island. Adults only
Yeah.
on my island. No
Yeah.
Oh,
children on my island. You know what I'm saying? A
hedonism
lot of
sort of
people
thing.
been irresponsible with their islands. You know, doing a lot of goofy stuff with their island. Hey, no kids on my island. Point blank. Period. Adults only island.
Grown
Yeah.
folks island.
Grown folks island.
Not even
Yeah.
not even 18, like 23, right?
Yeah.
Like we gotta
Right.
go. Yeah.
Like have my
No.
age plus 7 island.
yeah.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
That's what
at
it
the
says on
time.
Google Maps.
Yeah.
Half Rob's age plus
If
7
you on the
island.
cusp, you know, hey, good luck.
Sorry.
But
Yeah.
maybe in a couple years, but yeah.
Where am I at with that? 20, 27. Yeah, that feels right. Half my age plus 7 actually kind of
27
feels
and
right.
up.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, 28 and up for me. Yeah.
Where am I at? I'm
26? I'm sorry.
Watching everybody start
I just had a
twitching.
birthday.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'm at 25. 25 and up island for sure.
That feels
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
We're just all here
Rent a
doing
car
divorce guy
place, you
math.
don't even got to worry about it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Everybody can rent a car, no extra fees.
That's Rent-A-Car Island.
Let me ask you this. Now, obviously, you will have helicopter access to this island because
Mhm.
this is your island. But people who are visiting, do you want them to have to do the boat pull up? You know, where they get the dock, or are you letting them come in helicopter too?
What's the
Oh.
disadvantages, advantages of the dock versus?
I think the boat ride would be more fun.
I think it depends on where the island is.
I think there's something powerful about making people come to your island on a boat.
I got you,
the
you
boat
know,
ride would be
but-
fun though.
but I can't swim.
Right. Well, you got the helicopter.
You're not
I
gonna
got
swim
I
in
got
a boat.
the
Yeah.
helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't escort you're like, come to my island, you'll already be there.
Got
or
you.
you won't be there. You come in on the helicopter right around dinner time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a submarine.
They've been getting set up by your staff. You know, they spent the
Okay.
afternoon by the pool. Rob cordially invites you to a sushi dinner.
Yeah.
on
Mr.
my
Hayes.
island.
Mr. Hayes is running a little late.
Yeah.
We apologize.
I like
Right.
that.
You
I like
come
that.
in like Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio, Great
Yeah.
Gatsby, and the hot air balloon. Maybe it's a hot air balloon. You descend
Let's go. The island gotta have a casino on some James Bond stuff.
for sure.
Yeah,
know
they
what
got to
I'm
play
saying?
Baccarat.
Yeah. We definitely playing Baccarat on
Those-
the island.
Those big placards, not chips. You know, when they're like
Yeah.
throwing those big placards around like in Monte Carlo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this. I went to we were in the south of France and I went to Monte
I
Carlo.
also went there. Weird. It is weird. It's like a small town
Yeah.
that's just for, it's like they got supercars.
Yeah.
and it's not even, you're not even supposed to go there if you're not.
Not
What's
at all.
supposed to be
Of
the
that-
dope shit about
Like
Monte
you can
Carlo?
go there, but it's not for you.
I thought there
Yeah.
were going to be a couple things for me.
No, there's
There was
nothing for you there.
There was nothing.
There's
to the
nothing
point where
for
I
you
was like,
there.
oh, it's whack here. But I don't think, but I think like,
'cause you don't know anybody.
you don't know anybody. Nothing looks open because I think it's all just the kind of people who call and then
Yeah.
like
It's completely, it's barely,
Interesting.
it's
Yeah.
barely public.
it's
barely public.
It's barely public.
Like,
It's
it's-
bizarre.
You know where it is, but you don't know where
No.
it is. You don't know.
Mm.
You don't know where to go eat in Monte Carlo.
Cannes was also full blown just Euro trash when I was there, dude. Like hard Euro trash in Cannes.
Can I say what I learned about the south of France? Eurotrash is kind of fun.
Oh, it's fun.
That's a fun group of people.
Yeah. They are a fun group of people, but it was just like, oh, it's not classy here even a little bit.
No, and also in the south of France, I saw an American bar, and it said "Bang Bang American Food Nonstop." It was
Bang bang like 2 consecutive meals. Not even like, oh, y'all shoot guns.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's
Crazy Town probably hit in there.
Yeah, Crazy Town.
You went bang bang. It's the
Yeah.
Mike Breen hamburger situation.
I think I got a picture of it somewhere. Yeah, Bang Bang American food nonstop. In like red letters, like big red letters. Is so funny.
God, that's tight.
You got blood pressure cuffs at the table.
Yeah, it was like that heart attack grill thing,
Yeah.
but in Nice, France.
Man, in retrospect, the heart attack grill's kind of fucked up.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's
I
that?
think it's only if you have a chance of winning.
Yeah. The heart attack grill, like it's in Vegas, if you weigh over a certain amount,
Oh.
your food is free. kind of
Oh,
thing.
what? No, I didn't. No, I've never heard of that.
Although maybe it's the most honest restaurant in the world.
I
Let's
mean,
take another break.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, look at me. Look at me when I say this. Mental health awareness, it's growing, but it's still nowhere where we need it to be. It's the progress. We have tons of progress to make. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey said they've avoided seeking mental health because essentially they're going to be embarrassed. You know, nobody wants to be judged. And it's unfortunate that people feel like that. I know it's just part of the deal, but it's a stigma that you need to help crush. If you're feeling like you want to talk to somebody, if you feel like you need any help, you want someone to listen, you have things that you need to get off your chest, that is what BetterHelp is here for. Talk to somebody. You don't have to face it all alone. You know, this isn't the 50s. You can go to therapy. No one's going to judge you. And if they judge you, maybe they need to go to therapy themselves. You can flip it on them. But for real, go talk to somebody. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist. They have a diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists. That's a grip. That's like most of the city I'm from. So they have a ton of therapists to choose from, and it's fully online. It's convenient, affordable, and I mean, they're serving over 5 million people worldwide, so they got to be doing something right. You know what I mean? And if you don't like your therapist, if you're not feeling them for whatever reason, you can switch anytime, no extra cost. So talk to someone, get out there and, take some help. Everybody needs help. That's what we're here for. And we're all better with help. Obviously, visit betterhelp.com/allfantasy to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/allfantasy.
And we're back. Welcome back to All Fantasy, Everything Already in Progress. I called my rabbi. I'm doing better. David, it's time for your second and third picks.
original art,
Yeah.
Oh.
but like I want the Venus de Milo just at the crib.
Okay, yeah.
Like I remember.
You mean art you can't get? Like
Yeah.
nobody can get.
I remember just thinking that at the Louvre, like, man, it would be crazy if this is the size it could be in my house.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
one's-
you talking about like that painting that's on the other side of the wall, the Mona Lisa? That's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
A whole wall, like gigantic.
Yeah.
They got so much stuff at the Louvre that I'm like, they could let me have one of those.
Yeah, I
They
got
wouldn't
lost
notice
for,
it for a
I
second.
felt like there was a lot of stuff they would not notice if it was gone. It looks
Louvre-
just like the other one.
It does.
Louvre a little too big.
It is a little too big.
It
A little
is.
too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who hasn't been to the Louvre?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Isaac,
Oh.
you know.
Oh, I have not been to the
You
Louvre.
not been to the
No,
Louvre?
I've never
Good
been to
job.
France.
Thank
you have other business in Paris when you're
I have
there.
other business.
You only got time for the Louvre.
Yeah.
You've never been to
He's
France.
been to the Louvre.
Never been to France.
You're one of the most been to France ass dudes I know.
I love wine.
You're
I
look
love
at your
food.
shirt right now. You put on a jacket, but you
Right.
didn't even
You
bother
look
to
like you
button up
just
your
flew in
shirt.
from France
Yeah.
to do this.
I do kind of, yeah.
All right. Well, good for you.
Hey, man.
Never been to
We might not
France.
get you back if you go visit.
That's
That's true.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Uh,
saving me.
Do you have any? Would you dabble in new art? Would you become one of those
Old world,
Old world
Fallen
exclusively.
Empire
Yeah.
art,
Yeah.
sculptures
Yeah.
specifically is what seems like it would be crazy
to
to just have David. Oh, I got David downstairs.
I'm
Yo,
David, and I
Putting
have
some
David.
shorts on David would be kind of sick.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Champ
Like
Sports.
I got
5
David
XL.
to cover him up, make him decent. Put some drawers on David.
David's wearing Vancouver Grizzlies throwback
He's
shorts.
dressed like me.
Yeah.
You come downstairs and it's me and him.
Yo, boy, put a fitted on David. That's crazy.
Hey, that's how you walk into the party. It's me and David, same.
Oh.
You guys, I got to fly to New York to talk to Ralph Lauren directly. To get some of
Yeah.
this polo made in David statue sizes.
Custom
Yeah,
statue.
Because
of
they
David
gotta
Polo.
put it on them like front and back and then sew it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
you
yeah.
can't, you know what I'm saying? It's not a
No,
doll. Like
they
you
gotta-
gotta just
They got to build it onto
You
him.
gotta build it on them.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the David in person? Startling.
Yeah.
Startling. Yeah, it's so big.
Mhm,
It's weird.
mhm.
It feels like seeing a celebrity.
Not really when we went to Sunday school, not who I was really imagining.
No.
You know, I never really thought like I don't know if they described him like that, but I never really saw David. First of all, I never imagined David naked.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Is the statue of David the David from David and Goliath?
Yeah, but
Yes.
if you
know
continue
that.
reading the Bible, he grows up and becomes a king, and like there's
King
other stuff.
David.
Yeah.
I did not know
That's
that.
that's the origin. He just starts off knocking off giants, but then he got other stuff after that.
Yeah, that was.
Whoa.
The further adventures of
This-
David.
This is how I get Sean to be a Christian.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I've read the Bible. We had to read it for CCD. I read the whole thing and I don't remember any of that.
Or, you know, if you like King David so much that you don't feel any need to go beyond that, that's how we get Sean to become a Jew.
Wow. I'm listening.
Right?
I'm listening.
Maybe you just
Classic
stop at King.
tactics.
Maybe
My
you just
vote,
stop at
my
King
vote
David.
is for sale. So whoever wants to push harder.
He's at a Baptist church heckling, yo, more Old Testament. Yo, screw this Jesus. Yo, get back to the David, B.
Play the hits. Play the fucking hits.
That's a fun version of me.
He's David's a hot boy. The one Michelangelo.
It is bad dude right
Michelangelo
now.
David.
He
yeah.
knocked off a giant. He got
Yeah.
juice.
And
You
he's
know
kind of
what I'm
like
saying?
sexy leaning, you know. He's in a very sexy pose, and they make his hands gigantic. Dude.
We had a statue of David replica in Sioux Falls.
yeah, that's
Okay.
a
That
weird
sounds
place
right.
for it.
So Renaissance
In the middle of some park in
David
Sioux Falls. It was
is
big.
a hot boy.
Yeah,
Baroque David is more of a like a little boy. That's
Yeah.
more David Goliath. He
Right.
got the rocks in his hand. He looked like
that's
so that,
more of a Baroque
that's
David.
yeah
right there.
yeah. So the Baroque is like later on they like nah David a little you're a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To emphasize the difference between him, Baroque David, I remember him. That's the guy who took the wing off that other guy's.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, you also used to be pretty Baroque. Flat Baroque.
I do love the piano.
Yeah,
Tight.
very Baroque instrument, Sean.
I know what Baroque means. Don't worry. I'm not looking it up.
How can I get on this spot?
I wouldn't stop you,
All
man.
right.
We're having a good time.
Excellent. Original art's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And your third
original art
pick.
is great. I didn't know you could grab a whole category like that.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
I had some individual.
I thought it had to be
selections.
one
I
painting.
I had to come out from the avocado thing that I thought really everybody was gonna.
Oh shit, that was boy. We're really.
I'm still shook.
Yeah,
If you notice, I've really been playing the background. It got my confidence.
I think you're doing great. You spoke from the heart.
it was like it started because I only had these shorts, and then
This is what I felt like last night.
I'll get you some shorts.
no, man, it's fucking fine.
You're
Yeah,
my
let's get you some Adidas shorts.
I wanna.
Fucking wearing Nike,
wanna-
New Balance, and Adidas right now.
Sean.
Oh wait, were we on?
What's wrong
You
with
didn't
on
say that
camera?
on camera.
Oh, I can't.
Say it on camera. Tell
He was
everybody.
so bad. As we were going, I was looking down and I was like, "Oh, I'm in a gear crisis."
Yeah, David's having a bit of a gear crisis.
Back in the day, that was an issue. Perpetrating
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah.
An
Back in the
issue to
day.
me. I can't do it.
I feel
love
like
it.
it's loosening
I
up.
I love it now.
Oh,
No, the kids have I got them same dames.
Oh yeah,
They're
these-
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm having a
They
gear
did well
crisis.
in New York. I'm like, these travel well, gun bottom.
Yeah. I was really happy, and they were cheaper than I thought they would be.
I have those first ones. I wonder what they're the Bape Dames. Well, your pick. We'll look at it after.
I want to fund a blockbuster Hollywood propaganda movie.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
like you put all the stars in it, and it's my politics because I'm getting it paid.
Uh-huh.
Like when you hear a movie's backed by like some kind of a crate, I want that to.
we're
be
talking
it.
like a Passion of the Christ
Yes,
level
yes,
situation.
yes,
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
my
Don't
own-
look up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Don't look up.
Don't look up.
Does
Yeah.
that count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my own,
Okay.
but whatever my shit is.
What is your agenda?
Oof, man. I think it'd be smaller stuff than you would think.
Okay, yeah.
Sierra
Petty
Leone's the
grievances.
coolest.
Yeah.
Bring the Sonics back to Seattle.
Yeah.
Just like light stuff.
Fahrenheit avocado.
Fahrenheit avocado.
Just the whole backstory.
It's just kind of Roadhouse, but he mostly beats up people who charge you extra for avocado.
Just Mr. Avocado. He executes one person a day in the warehouse, no matter what.
You guys hear the new Scorsese DiCaprio pictures about how avocado costs too much?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly the situation.
You know, Martin Scorsese in an interview, just like, I went to get a sandwich and I didn't recognize the country that I fell in love with in the 1970s. I looked around and I said, this isn't America anymore. You know, I talked to Leo. I called Leo up and we decided we're going to make this picture.
And then I'm standing in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yes, Martin.
Martin.
Just like that.
You call him Martha.
Martha.
I just want to have the calls where, you know what I mean? And I want it, it's going to be it's going to be like, I feel like it would be like a Shine biopic is maybe how it starts.
Okay.
Something weird like that.
Okay.
That's
But
good.
That's almost just more of a, people don't realize how crazy Shine's life got.
That too.
And
But
was before too,
Yeah.
right? What happened with Shine?
he's the,
Well, first you got to show him as a kid with Biggie's voice.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to start there.
Shine's just like,
But he's a
wait,
Belizean immigrant.
Yeah.
You gotta see him getting a cold that he has for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
And
walkie
then there's the
talkie.
call to Barrington Levy to
Yeah.
get on the song.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole club incident, and then his rise to Belizean politics.
Right.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
somewhere in there,
Oh,
he
the
becomes
Judaism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasidic Jew.
The,
Yeah.
yeah.
Him
There's-
and, did he go? He's not a black Israelite, is he? He's like,
no, he was
converted
over.
to-
He was like in Israel.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he really did it.
interesting. Man, what a weird life.
Mm-hmm.
No, it really is not that long.
No,
Yeah.
Of like the span of time of
to
that,
go through
those
live
things
that many
happening.
different lives.
Right.
Yeah, it's really not a long time.
you got to do the scene where he calls into the Usher album, the remix to was that Confessions or whatever?
No, I don't know. Wait, what are you talking about?
There's
don't know either.
there's the Usher Confessions
Oh,
Deluxe
Part 2 remix.
where Shine does the feature because everybody's like, oh, this is the biggest album ever. Who's gonna do the feature? And then they're like, so and so correction facility, do you accept the charges? And Usher's like, haha, yeah, man, I accept the charges. Shine raps over the phone.
That's the opening scene. Whoa! That's the opening.
and then you
that's
go
the
backwards.
opening
You work
scene.
backwards from there.
Yep.
I'm
And
gonna
then-
make $1 billion.
Sitting in my cell, head about to burst. Wouldn't be alive if I didn't shoot first. Had it made, sorry for the ricochet, but I'd be in the grave if I didn't let it spray.
And we're doing the whole thing of his life.
While
that
I'm talking about cheating on people.
While that's
on the Usher album.
while that's happening, he comes from Belize on a boat. Diddy hands him a gun. Like, man.
Oh, yeah. Make the movie.
I'd like to just be doing that a lot.
Sub pick, having Barrington Levy follow you around and just sort of sing what you just said would also be an excellent use of money.
Yeah. I don't even know how to
That
start.
avocado.
I don't even know how to start this riff.
$3 for avocado? Avocado! Avocado!
It's just different. Him
We're
doing that.
Avocado.
Avocado's too much.
Avocado on the corner
Only
because I'm
$3.
dangerous.
Went to Chipotle.
Cado! $70 BLT at Avocado. Man,
I'm gonna give you that
sometimes I
one.
laugh so hard I lose the plot.
Rob, time for
Crazy
you.
Town.
Yeah. Rob, about crazy. That's still on the board. Rob, time for your third pick.
My third pick. You're not the only one that's buying a franchise.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting a Popeyes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting a Popeyes. Now, when you see me at Popeyes, you see me eating a Popeyes sandwich, you can't cancel me because I own a Popeyes.
Yeah, that's a
Now
write-off.
I can talk to you about financial literacy and whatnot.
It's quality control when you do it
Yeah.
now.
Why would somebody
And-
cancel you for eating?
Yeah, what Popeyes do?
You know, every now and then, you know, you just can't be out here eating chicken like that on the
Yeah.
street. But
Okay.
if you own the Popeyes,
Okay, yeah.
it's a different story.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
don't want a picture of you just like coming out of a CVS.
I
Right,
understand.
right,
I
right.
understand now. Yeah.
Also, my Popeyes gonna have a drive-through. I don't know what
Do they not have
this is
drive-thrus?
about LA Popeyes.
Not all of them,
Don't
yeah.
always have drive-throughs. You got to get out your car and
The one-
expose yourself to the world just to
Yeah.
get Popeyes.
In Glendale, the one we lived next to for years did not have a drive-through.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
that's,
That's
right.
my Popeyes.
That's
Right
the
off the
one.
freeway.
Yeah.
I did hate going in there.
Could you? And the biscuits are a little salty sometimes, right? Are they a little too salty, or did I just have a couple bad Popeyes biscuit experiences?
They're notoriously
They
not made for human consumption.
They
it's just
are.
so
But
dry.
that's kind of part of the fun.
Yeah.
It's figuring out how much honey and stuff to doctor it up to make it
And
like
you cut
edible.
They
you
aren't
cut it
street
with
legal.
that strawberry soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You need to get them wet in your mouth. Like you need
Yeah.
to start the digestive process early on a Popeyes biscuit. Is what I've found.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's heartbreaking? You know Dinah's fried chicken in Glendale. Have you ever driven by that?
Yeah,
It's been open since like 1964 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I never went for the longest time. Finally, I'm like, and every time I drive by, I'm like, it must be great. It's been open forever. Finally got it. Real mediocre.
Oh,
Real, like not even
Wow. It's just
interesting.
It's just a good sign.
I have
It's
a
a good
friend
sign.
that
It's a
used to
great
live
sign.
around the corner. He told me it was incredible.
No.
But I always question dude's taste. You know what I'm saying?
It's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
He's always like off the beaten path, like one of those whatever it is. It's always like, man, how did you get there?
Yeah.
Right.
And Dinah's, I understand you want, like, it's been open since the 60s, so you want to be like, you want it to
Right,
be good.
right.
You really go in wanting it to
Right.
be amazing. First of all, tiny sides.
When
Tiny.
Frustrating.
When you read up on
Frustrating.
Glendale in the 60s, though, it will give you an indication on who was keeping it open.
Okay, yeah.
It was a sundown,
Yeah.
the seasonings had to get out of
Even-
Glendale
Before dusk.
before dusk. Yeah.
Glendale's still.
Hit the road, paprikas.
Yeah.
We don't like those over here.
Over to
We
Eagle
don't
Rock.
like your kind on the spice rack.
Yeah.
It's still kind of, when you get to Glendale and you're like, where are all the homeless people? It still like is a pretty questionable.
Well, those dudes,
Yeah.
they'll tell you, their Uber drivers will tell you all the time. They're like, the cops just move them like right over to Eagle Rock, like
Yeah.
right across the bridge.
yeah,
Mhm.
It's wild.
it's
Mhm.
weird, man.
Yep.
Glendale's weird.
It is weird.
You can get some really good chicken in Glendale.
Yeah.
It's just not fried chicken.
Yeah, they got the first
Sanku.
Panda
Yeah.
Express. Of course, you can
Thank
get.
you. The first Panda Express. A lot of those, Armenian places
that's
are
the
great.
First Panda Express.
In
Panda
the
Inn.
Glendale Galleria.
Yeah, the Panda
Oh, wait.
Inn.
We talked
Oh.
about this.
So the Panda Inn is the upscale,
I
like
gotcha.
dine-in version of Panda Express.
Yeah, I passed that like yesterday, and I was like, "What is this?"
And while we're talking about stuff that isn't as good as it should be, the Panda Inn isn't as good as it should be.
Really?
There is not a big enough gulf, and I love Panda Express, between Panda Express and the Panda Inn to justify the higher prices or any of that stuff. I think the allure is you can go get hammered.
Is
And
the
then-
Panda Inn a buffet?
No.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
thought it was
dine-in.
Bang Bang Food Nonstop.
No, it's not bang bang food nonstop.
Welcome to America, Bang
No.
Bang Food Nonstop.
I want that to be an adjective so bad. Bang bang food nonstop.
It's not. If it was, that'd be fucking great.
Oh man, yes.
Panda, I would say go to. What's that place in Chinatown? If you want like good bad American Chinese food,
Oh, where they got all
Yang
the movie
Chow.
stars pictures.
Yeah,
on those.
yeah,
That
Oh yeah,
place,
we went.
that place is really
with the
good.
slippery shrimp. That's the spot.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's just so-
Sean, time for your third pick.
top shelf liquor, only top shelf liquor, like
You can-
exclusive,
This is your.
This
place.
might be your avocados.
You're here.
not exclusively. I'm talking like
You're talking like Johnny Walker Blue.
whatever's at the top. They got to
Or
get the
whatever
ladder
that one
out.
is.
You go to
I
one of
think
those
you just
whiskey
gotta
bars and they got to
find
get the
out
ladder
what's
out.
at the top.
They got to
Yeah.
dust it off. It's like that,
I think that
$400 a glass, like the training day. Can I have some of your $300 a glass shit? That's what I want exclusively.
Okay, I see. You're talking like that
Mm.
whistle pig or whatever that is. Isn't that one of them?
What'd you call me?
They call you a fucking whistle pig. You whore.
We don't keep those around here after sundown either.
Get the goddamn whistle pigs out of my neighborhood.
I didn't like it when you
No,
did.
no.
I can't do it. I don't.
Could have been
yeah,
any of
right.
us in this room.
Shit.
Any one of us could be a whistle
no.
pig. I think Isaac thinks it's Isaac.
Top shelf liquor. How'd we
Okay.
get here? Top shelf liquor. Like the most expensive. I don't even know how much it costs liquor. I don't even know what it's called.
You don't even have to ask.
Just the, like give me, you go to like a
Like
whiskey
a type that is not a type that you know. Like you're like, oh, I can
Sure.
have cognac, but then there's also like
bar. Where they're like,
Armagnac.
we have this Japanese whiskey that we're the only bar in the country that has it or something. And it's like, however much it costs.
Right.
Because, you go to like those like nice bars or whatever, and they have the whole wall, like a library, but it's
Is
liquor.
it one? Is it
my,
one of
my
the,
kind of
It's
library.
like Uncle Granddad. Or what's one of the ones that's like Grandpappy? There's people who are like whiskey people are like so pissed at me right now. But
I
there's
mean-
one that's like
Uncle Granddad sounds crazy.
Whistle pig and
That's a problem.
let me
Yikes.
That's a Dr. Phil.
let me get a glass of Uncle Granddad, and a glass of Whistle Pig now.
hey, you might want to take off. Whistle Pig and Uncle Granddad are coming over.
They both just got out.
Oh, Uncle Granddad is a crime for sure.
What are you in for,
Lock
Uncle
him up with
Granddad?
shine.
It's happening on the other island.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Man.
what's it called? There's something that sounds like that. That's old Rip Van Winkle. Anyway, I'll find.
I can't. I remember Jay Larson one time, but I told him I was a whiskey guy, and by that I just meant I like to drink it.
Yeah.
And he got me a nice like $60 pour or something, and I
Wow.
took it like a shot, and he was so mad.
Yeah,
about
I'd
it.
be mad.
Yep. I knocked it back. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. He got pretty pissed about
Ooh, got bored of that story halfway through.
it. I could tell.
God damn.
No, I didn't. Not really.
Isaac, keep that
I'm
in.
just yawning normal. This is a normal yawn. Time for my third and fourth picks, as it is a serpentine draft. With my third pick, I'm going to take a couple of senators.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had that on my list. Political
Just-
influence.
Just some politicians.
Just a couple of politicians who I can call up to smooth stuff out when you lost your passport.
Right.
I
Or like
was
your
in
son kills somebody.
or your son kills somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to make it go away.
Mhm.
You have
Mhm.
people who can do that for you,
Mhm.
right? When
Mhm.
having a lawyer on retainer isn't quite enough, I've got a couple of senators. I had a similar passport issue where it was weirdly easy to get a hold of my congressperson. Do you know if you when we were going for our honeymoon, I didn't know that you had to have your passport for 6 months after when your travel date is, but whatever.
Wait, what do you mean?
So your
So-
passport has to be good for 6 months after your travel, after you get back.
Yeah, mine was set to expire like a week
okay.
after we were meant to get back. And
Yeah.
I was like, perfect. And then it was like, no, it has to be good for like 6 months after.
Why is
your
that?
trip.
Just in case you decide to stick around
I
for an
think
extra week?
That's how long you can travel without a visa for, or you
Okay.
could, or something like that. But like I was scrambling. I was like, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to go on my honeymoon. And people were like, I ended up getting it through like going through the expedited office, but they were like, if that doesn't work out, you can call your congressperson and they can sort of push it through for you,
just case by case?
which is crazy, case by case. So I had people like, because I put it up on Twitter and people were like, oh, I'd like know the person like in this district, blah, 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 and had them sort of like working it like that. But if I had two senators, it's no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's about all you need.
Two.
Like the stuff that I got to get out of,
Yeah.
I don't need a president.
No.
Yeah.
I don't need a judge.
No.
But
Yeah.
like, yeah, two senators is good.
Well, if you do, the senator probably knows a judge. They could hook it up,
That's-
Yeah.
that's true. It all flows from
Yeah.
there.
Senator might be a judge. All right, a couple of senators. And then with my fourth pick, I'm going to take big ass ranch in Oregon, fully staffed, so I don't actually have to go do any ranch stuff.
Oh,
are you gonna dress?
man. I've
Yeah.
seen like the rich guy, like
Rich guy ranches.
outside of Telluride in California, Ralph Lauren has one.
Yeah.
Oprah has one.
Yeah.
There's just guys who work all year round on the Oprah ranch.
I'm just one of Oprah's ranch guys.
She
So
Oprah's got cowboys.
when she feels like rolling
What?
in,
Yeah, she got a Yellowstone.
yeah. Kevin Costner
Oh,
has
that's
this
crazy.
shit. All these rich people
Yeah,
have
a lot of rich people.
Because I've seen her interview Ralph Lauren in his tent, and like
Yeah.
I didn't think, oh, this happened because Oprah's like,
their ranches are near each other.
yeah,
I'm
they're
pretty
near
sure.
each other.
They're ranch
yeah,
buddies.
they're ranch buddies.
Yeah, they're ranch buddies.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
All these rich people, like Dana knows the owner, like somebody who's marrying into the family that owns the Cubs, and they just have a big ass ranch in Wyoming. even though
Yeah.
they're just like a Chicago family. You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
a fully functional ranch.
Yeah.
So they're doing ranch activities when you're not there.
We summer in Wyoming.
They're
Mm.
keeping the
Roping,
horses in shape. It's-
roping, wrangling.
Literally for like the 2 weeks in the summer, you go feel like pretending to be a cowboy, and maybe you go have Christmas, right? Like
Yeah.
on a snowy ranch in Wyoming.
God, that sounds dope.
So I'm doing that in Eastern Oregon, just
Mhm.
because I got to keep it local. I'm gonna have cows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have all that stuff
It's a
going too.
full-on ranch. You can have a rodeo team.
Lorne Michaels has his version of this, which he owns a farm in Maine that he grows blueberries on.
Blueberries.
Blueberries. And he sends people.
No, that was really.
That was crazy.
Yo, that's how I know it came from your heart. I'm so sorry.
That part doesn't
Not again.
deserve it.
Not again.
That was nuts. I don't even know what happened. Holy cow.
Blueberries. But yeah, rich guys, they just buy comp. And then like I would have in the mail, you would get a thing of fucking Carmel steaks in like frozen, like
Yeah,
Omaha
for Christmas
steaks.
or something.
Yeah, you'd be
That's
like,
great.
Rob, dude, thank you so much
That's
for
great.
doing AFE. 2 weeks from now, you get this like a freeze dry thing, like, or not freeze dried, dry ice, and then just Carmel
Yeah.
steaks, like fill the fridge with them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm in.
We're still doing AFE in this scenario, though.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause it's fun.
For the
Obviously.
love of the game.
We
Yeah.
would do AFE from the ranch for sure.
For sure.
Ranch.
Man,
We'd all be
I would
wearing
love,
suede jackets.
because I don't want to have the ability. It would be fun to pretend to be a cowboy
Yeah.
for 2 weeks more than like that.
Mhm.
Life is bad.
Because I don't think it's
Horrible
fun
life.
if it's out of necessity.
Cowboys not the coolest guys in
No.
my.
No, a lot of
They don't like Crazy Town, I'll tell you that.
Nobody likes crazy.
Fucking
Town.
assholes.
they might like
I
Crazy
do.
Town.
Okay? I'm holding the flag.
Well,
for
it's
them.
time for your fourth pick, cowboy.
Private skate park. Thank you. Call me cowboy more
All
often. That made me feel cool. A private skate park that oh man, they just blow it so many ways building skate parks. Everything is just a little bit off. I just want to design and have my own private park in like a Morton building, quiet ground,
It's a Morton building.
like a tin.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
tin.
Oh, so when
building
it
or whatever.
rains, it sounds really romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can have any wedding reception from South Dakota there.
You've had entree into a lot of like pretty exclusive skate parks. Like you've been
Yeah.
to the Nike one, you've been to the Adidas one, you've been to
Yeah.
like a lot of.
Been to the barracks a few times.
What's
It's
the,
not like that hard to get into, but
what's the best skate park you've been to?
the
Like, who's
Nike
come the closest to nailing it?
Tempe as a really good outdoor park that I like. Andy
Okay.
Pitts had a park in Salt Lake City back in the day called The Connection.
Yeah.
Perfect. I would model it after that. Everything was just the right height. People take too big of swings. You see a full pipe. So stupid. I'm looking at you. Whoever built that full pipe.
What are you?
I'm looking at the camera.
Bam Margera.
Dude, he's doing all right. He's
All right,
he's
good.
getting soap. He's doing all right now.
Hell yeah.
But just a private skate park. Nothing crazy. I design it. It's at my crib. Maybe even in the basement. Like I got a house with like a giant catacomb basement and there's a skate park down there.
Wow.
It'd be fun. Not
Uh,
noisy. Nike built there at the Nike park. They have like this hollow ground kind of.
Yeah.
It absorbs the noise. It's fantastic.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Is that so they can film stuff in there?
I mean, there's businesses all around it.
Oh, yeah.
It's still noisy, but it's like it's as like little noise as you could get.
Sick, dude.
Thanks,
Good
bro.
pick.
In Sean's theater, before the movie starts, you gotta watch his highlights from
Absolutely.
the skate park.
I'll be showing
Like,
you.
Yeah.
Two set
Before
two.
the trailers start, you gotta watch him grind a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's set to Butterfly by Crazy Town. His part.
And it just cuts to me doing the shifty shell shock dance with my shirt off.
What's the shifty shell shock dance?
Just having your shirt off, I think,
Oh,
in that video.
Sean had a couple Uncle Grandpas last night. And did shifty shell
Had a
shock
couple
dance.
two tree many whistle pigs and I was out there being shifty shell shock.
Isaac found it. Pappy Van Winkle is what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, okay, I've heard it. You said
That's
Uncle
what turned into
Grandpa?
Uncle Grandpa.
I'm not far off. Spiritually, Pappy Van Winkle and Uncle Grandpa are like. That's close.
You
No,
know,
that's hilarious.
is whistle pig real?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man.
Anyway, yeah, private skate park.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whistle Pig's real. Rob, time for your fourth pick.
For a pick, give me the Banks residence. Give me the mansion from the Fresh Prince.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Is it in Bel Air? For
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
real? You could rent it during pandemic, right?
Right, they had like a
It-
thing where you could rent them for a little bit, but yeah, give me that thing. If you're getting kicked out, you know you're getting thrown out.
Yeah.
We
Put the
filmed.
Ring camera on the ground facing up
Yeah.
towards the entrance.
Yeah.
That's
we,
what
we throwing people out.
Yo, that's what you play at your screening room is the compilation of throwing different people out.
That's what happens when you
Like, remember they had like the short soundbite?
Right. Yeah.
Was that Tom Hanks getting?
Yeah! Is that Tom Hanks?
Can you run that back? No.
They just called him in and put his hand on a burner real quick to get the sound effect.
We filmed in front of that. We were doing something on the Late Late Show. We were doing something with Will Smith. I don't think it was a carpool karaoke, but I think it was something close to that. And we went and filmed in front of that house. The people live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like
Whoa.
live inside it.
Well, they
I
gotta
hope they
go.
watch.
I think when they did the Airbnb was like the people who were doing, you could like stay there. But it's a different interior, obviously.
Different
Yeah.
interior. I might contemplate getting it flipped to be more like the
You
the
sort of
would-
have to.
That would be the move for
Yeah,
sure.
You sort of
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
At least the pool house has to be the way they had it.
And you're getting a Jeffrey.
I'm getting a
Yeah.
Jeffrey. I didn't know if you took over fully staffed with the ranch, so then I was like, dang, I might.
No, staff is still in play.
Okay,
I got
okay.
Cowboys. You can get British butlers.
Yeah. I was like, dang, my island gonna be real barren now.
No, staff is on board.
Just a dusty,
I felt like
dusty
the
He
island.
took staff, dog.
I felt like
That's
Island-
a valuable chess piece right there.
I think Island, I assumed you also had infrastructure.
Yeah,
Like, because I
yeah.
saw the Fire Island documentary, and then I was like, damn, you would have to plumb it.
Firefest.
Fire Fest.
Yeah.
What's
Fire-
Fire Island?
That's it's a gay tourism destination.
They like plumbing?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We don't know how that sits? Okay. No, I really watched the room react to it.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
It was too many options. My brain sent down too many options for me to say things.
I get
Well,
it.
everybody likes plumbing.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Who don't
saying.
like plumbing?
what I'm-
Sinners don't happen if there's plumbing.
That's what we were in-
different movie.
One of the last times we're in New York, David stops.
They got a bathroom on the inside. Them whole movies different.
You're right. But you're right, though.
Yeah, that really does change everything.
It's a good movie.
David, time for your fourth and final picks. We'll do a speed round for the last round.
I want a make and model my edition. Like how they have like a Snoop DeVille, but it's an actual Cadillac DeVille.
You want the Will.i.am car, I understand.
No.
You're asking specifically for Will.i.am's car.
A 3,000 and late Will.i.am.
Ever since David saw him in X-Men, he's hooked.
Isaac, are you able with video technology to just flash up a picture of Will.i.am's car?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
let's go
What is
It's up right now.
Will.i.am's car?
Oh.
You gotta see it.
Will you
I've
put
never
I guess that's why they
seen
call it window
Crazy.
pane over it?
Oh
Dude.
man, let's see if I can pull it up.
I got it.
Okay.
That is crazy.
He's got the Dick Tracy. It's just a custom one of one, which I didn't know you could do.
I think you can.
That
Yeah.
is-
Well, I can't.
that's
Well, I can't.
wild.
But but to be honest, I'm saying that I don't want that. I want a current car, but the Bori edition, like how you could get the Harley Davidson F-150.
Oh, I see. I understand. Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Didn't like Funkmaster Flex have?
That was a driving shoe.
Yeah,
Oh,
Funk Flex
okay,
driving shoe for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you know what happened was somebody put out something Flex, and my head thought it was
Funk
No,
Funkmaster
I
Master.
think,
Flex
I think
edition.
Funkmaster Flex or like Wycliffe or something. One of them had like their own
edition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
Because
so,
Funkmaster Flex was a big car show guy,
Yeah.
and I remember thinking like,
Ford Expedition. He did.
right, 'cause you got
Yeah.
to put the records in there.
He had a Flex Expedition.
Oh, they made 650 of them.
Yeah, the pedals only work with lugs. You can't hit the pedals on that car
You can't-
if
you-
you don't got
They're
lugs on
like
your
those
feet.
guns where it's like the fingerprint. Only you can pull the trigger.
It's like a biometric lugs pedal.
When it detects your lug, it does a flex bomb. And then
that's a
when the car
Timberland boot.
turns on.
Get out of here.
Oh my
No
God.
way.
It won't even. It locks the doors.
Oh.
You can't get out now.
Yeah.
A Flexpedition. Good job, Sean. What do you have? Do you have any specific car
Yeah.
in mind?
Oh, I want a Ford Explorer. I think about the because that's the funniest thing about me is that it's accessible.
Yeah.
It's not like a Countach.
You
Yeah.
can get one and
It's
just write David Bory
but
on
like
it.
it's like when you have like a F-150 Lightning and people are like, "Oh shit, is that the street racing mod?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh yeah, I got the Bory. There's a Hennessy engine in there."
Yeah, a engine.
A Hennessy engine?
That's a real engine.
Yeah.
What?
A Hennessy engine's a real engine?
I'm learning a lot of
Oh.
stuff today.
That's why
I'm
Styles P
thinking your
said-
car running on Hennessy.
I did too.
That's what I
Immediately
right in my
went,
mind. I was like, that's
That's expensive.
Right.
you're dipping into my
Yo.
fantasy over here.
There's one gas station in town that
Run
does
out,
it.
put some VSOP in there, dog.
Going to the fair like, hey, anybody got any Hennessy? My car's out of Hennessy.
I'm light right now. It's just got E and J. It still works.
We can only go 20. We can't.
We can't be on the freeway with it right now.
It's
We
like
gotta
having
stay
a boot on. There's speed limits.
surface streets.
My car gets a DUI once a year.
Oh
Oh
man.
boy.
That was great.
And we'll do a lightning round for the final pick. So your fifth pick.
Little Lebowski's Urban Achievers, but my like Jerry's
that.
Kids, like my
I like
version
that.
of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Rob, your final pick.
My final pick. I'm buying Timberland. Yeah. I'm buying Timberland and I'm putting on Under the Soul OJ the Juice Man lyrics. It's a little Atlanta
Yeah.
Wow.
for every New Yorker secretly just like
They
in
have
there.
it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's like how they have the Bible verses inside the In-N-Out cups.
Mhm,
Oh, I
mhm.
like it. Just a little
Yeah.
hidden.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
I wonder what would happen. Do you think like New York dudes would stop wearing?
I think they'd be pissed. Or the market for like dead stock old Tims
Oh,
would
yeah.
go crazy.
you
like,
should do both.
Yo,
Where you buy up all
I
the
buy
old
up all
Tims.
the old Tims and they don't know it.
Yeah.
and
Oh
I
my
hoard those.
Yeah.
And then I start Atlantaing up the new Tims. Yeah.
There's a little scroll describing how T.I. saved Scott Stapp's life. If you get the double soul,
Yeah,
it's in the
yeah.
top soul, so you can't even get it out.
And it's a Creed collab Tim. You know they're gonna love that. You know they're gonna love that.
Those guys in Hermosa
Town
Beach would have liked
Tims in
it.
abundance.
Crazy Town Tims.
Easy to get the Crazy Town
Crazy
Tims.
Tims?
Yeah.
If you're a Maxinista, you can get those for about half price.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Sean, your final pick.
A condo in the city.
Pied de terre, is that the
Pied a
term?
terre.
Yeah, just to have it.
Condo in the city.
Smash pad.
I'm getting a. All right, hell yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm getting a fully decked out Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
real nice on the inside, where it's just very comfortable seats, TV, like video game kind of thing.
You know what I had on
A
my list was
kickback bus.
Kickback
Yeah.
bus. Yeah, exactly.
Not
yeah.
a party bus.
Not a party bus.
That ain't as classy as this.
no,
Yeah.
low key. It's like just a
Yeah.
really nice, luxurious ride, and you get driven around in it. I've seen, I don't want to say who, but I've recently been working with someone who has one of those, and it looks real nice. Every now and then he zooms in from it.
Is it Prince Harry?
It's Prince Harry, dude. I bet Prince Harry does.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of those rich dudes have that because it's also inconspicuous.
Yeah.
You're not really like trying to see who's coming out of it when it's a Mercedes.
It's not wrapped.
Yeah,
Right.
Creed's probably
Um,
got one.
Scott Stapp. It's not wrapped, but it is Stapp.
Stap, dude.
Sean's got a Stapp infection, dude.
I want all my stap on hand.
Oh, that's what I meant when I said a fully Stapp
Fully staffed.
ranch in Oregon.
Just a bunch of clones of Scott
Just a
Stapp.
bunch of shirtless dudes with shoulder length hair.
Gotta watch
Thinking
the
about
video
it-
for that
Thinking
song,
about
dude.
ending it all.
And T.I. being the voice of reason.
Yeah, don't do
Mhm.
it. Isaac, your pick.
I want to own my own wine bar.
Yeah, you do.
With
Sure do.
that's also like Bacchanal in New Orleans
Yeah.
that has a live jazz kind of situation. And in the back, I want to have a podcast studio and a music studio.
You're killing the vibe.
I want what?
When you said the word podcast with everything else,
Bar is crazy.
I appreciate you.
I want a wine bar studio complex.
You can have a studio in it.
It's
I want
funny
you to
hearing
put the word podcast in front
No,
of
it'll
it.
just
Hey,
be
wanna go
it'll-
Multiple studios, the wine bar not first now. Because you got multiple studios in there.
it'll be studios, but it's also a wine bar.
Hey, it's your pick. Fuck 'em, it's your pick.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
I
say whatever
appreciate
you want.
Sean's supportiveness
Yeah.
over here.
Man, Nicole Byers at this wine bar a lot.
You can have a
Wasn't that a
podcast.
TV show?
Yeah. Oh, it might have been.
Yeah, that was that
Yeah.
TV show.
I guess it'd be cool. I mean, I'd go to that.
I
Yeah.
I want to work at the studio, and then I want to work at the wine bar.
Fair play. I don't know if I'd
Working
be
2 jobs.
podcast studio forward with your wine bar.
Our podcast would be fucked up if we were on red wine.
Yeah. Oh,
That would be fun.
we'd fight.
That shit makes me too
I'd be
passionate.
Yeah.
barfing all over you
Yeah.
guys.
You did barf on me.
Red
Oh
wine.
yeah. You
Yeah.
barf on red wine?
Mhm. I mean, I barfed on David. with red
Shout out to
wine.
Bacchanalia in New Orleans. I don't care that that's
That
not
place
the name.
was ill, dude.
Yeah, it ruled.
Bacchanal, right?
Bacchanal. To recap, David, you went first. You would add avocado to sandwiches.
Stand on it.
and you follow that up by buying Michelangelo's David, which I think is literally a priceless object. I don't think there's a price. I think it's owned by the government of Italy.
The biggest fan.
Life is about progression.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
man.
You would make Hollywood propaganda films, and then I threw you a bonus that you just get to have Barrington Levy follow you around narrating your
I
life.
like that.
You'd have the Bory edition Ford Explorer, and then you'd have David's Kids, a
Yeah.
charity for not necessarily at-risk youth. You could help the white ghettos of South Dakota.
That's not what it is.
Okay.
You're not gonna go clean them up.
Rob Hayes, you went second. You took, you'd get a Lamborghini Countach. You'd have an adults-only island, the half your age plus 7 island. You'd own your own Popeyes. By the way, I hear like franchising, like if you can get in the door,
If you can do
that
it.
shit is massively profitable.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like if you can get some McDonald's that are in like even okay locations, they pay themselves off quick.
the Popeyes will give me the Countach.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Popeyes is first.
What do you have to have in the bank to get a franchise?
I was just thinking that. You 250 grand?
It's a little more than that. I think it might be.
It's like I was just looking.
I was
into it.
looking into it. I think it might be like a near, well, maybe not necessarily a 7-figure initial investment, but well, it also depends on where you're trying to do it.
Right.
Mansion for Fresh Prince, and you buy timberland and start Atlantaing up all the timberlands.
Mhm.
Sean, you went third. You took a lake house, a screening room, top shelf liquor, a private skate park, and a condo in the city, a smash pad
I
in the
could
city.
do that. I can get there.
You
I'm
can.
the only one that can
Yeah.
get there. That's
You don't know
pretty
where I
rad.
could get.
Nah, I can get to all my shit.
I'll
Portland
put
Trailblazers.
avocado on some
This is
shit
all fantasy
tomorrow.
everything, not all goals everything.
Yeah.
all real. That's a whole different show.
All vision board everything.
All
Hey,
realistic
let
everything.
me pick a couch. Let me get a ottoman.
It does prove that I'm trash when I'm like, what am I?
A sensible pair of walking
Yeah.
I'm
shoes.
trying to think.
Some containers to put my cereal in. And,
A weekend trip to Ojai.
2 different
A
kinds
new
of milk.
lawnmower.
I just got a new lawnmower, baby.
I took the Portland Trailblazers, full Italian everything wardrobe, a couple of senators, a big ass Oregon ranch that is entirely staffed, and then a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van that's completely luxe inside. We want to hear your picks. Hit us up at allfantasypodcast@gmail.com. Shout out to everyone on the All Fantasy Everything Patreon, where you can get bonus episodes. The live episodes we just did in New Orleans, by the way, where we drafted.
Oh, those are coming out.
Those are coming out.
It didn't go. It went pretty hard. You sign up. The one
They
with
went-
Dulce was icy.
The one with Dulce was icy. It's coming out though, I think.
Okay.
Of course.
We didn't say it.
It
No,
was
nor did
fine.
Dulce. None of us said.
Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't Philly.
Everything that could get someone canceled was said by the person who can't be canceled for saying it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So I think we have.
I get that.
We're all
yeah.
right.
Live from New Orleans, that one is coming at you.
No, I said that.
It's
I
coming
said
out
it on there too.
where we drafted.
I used the appropriate amount of space.
Absolutely. Songs by New Orleans. I also maintain that Jew is not a bad word. It is a bad tone that people take with that word. And we didn't use a bad tone.
This is a great way to end the first
We
video
drafted
podcast.
songs by New Orleans artists, and one of them, and the other one is. Why am I blanking on it right now? Well, you'll have to join the Patreon to find out. We also do auction drafts, this or that, mailbag episodes, all for the price of adding avocado to your sandwich. Shout out to everyone.
Well, we want them to do it though.
all for the low price, less than adding avocado to your sandwich outside of California. Shout out to the AFE Slackity. Shout out to the AFE subreddit, where there's a lot of Sean talk in the AFE subreddit right now. Shout out to super producer, all positive, super producer Isaac on the 1s and 2s. Shout out to Saints 2 Carmel. Shout out to Frankie Ocean. Shout out to Haji Beats. Shout out to Sid the Dude. And more important than all of that, tune in again next week to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything.
Blueberry.
Blueberries.
That was a Headgum podcast.